Love your mind. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age, everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Happy Tuesday, Milwaukee. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler Digi Meech. We are live and direct at the American Family Insurance Studio.
What's the word?
What's the word, Meech?
I kind of got excited when it came on.
I know.
I was like, okay, we ready.
Yeah, I was over here dancing. I like this beat. I like this beat. Shout out to all the listeners. Shout out to all of the supporters. It's Tuesday. Meech, what you eat today?
Tacos.
Tacos? Oh, it is Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Okay. I had some crab cakes for brunch.
All right, you better than me.
I'm going to get me some tacos when we leave here.
Mm-hmm.
We got Manon in the building.
What up?
Mm-hmm.
What up?
What's up,
What's
Manon?
up, Manon?
Thank you for
Continue
joining
on.
us.
The continuation.
Just for a little bit. Yeah.
So I had the honor of sitting with Manon on his show last week, and I wanted, even though I gave him like 25 minutes, we're going to take the 10 minutes today.
Oh, you gave me more than that.
30 minutes. Probably more than, no, I gave you an hour, a good 50 minutes. That means you got to double back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. How you feeling today?
I feel great. I feel like I'm accomplishing the learning curve of being on radio.
Okay. That's what's up.
And YouTube.
Yeah.
And YouTube.
Yeah. This phase of my life, I felt like I wanted to just kind of be in the background and fade out and do things.
Yeah.
Kind of like what Gerard was doing.
So tell us about Manon to my listeners out there. I mean, we know about the juicing. We know, the basics, but who is Manon Sabir?
I'm a dad. I am a community health advocate / lover of all things medicine and healing. I am a son to two beautiful parents, one living, one passed. And I'm also a martial artist.
That's what I was waiting on. Yes, indeed.
I sometimes don't point that out because I'm like, man, I'll be walking outside, somebody gonna try to get me.
You're a ninja.
Hey, look, but you're not gonna get me though.
A real ninja.
But you're not gonna get me.
He's a real ninja. We just found out some interesting news.
Right.
Both of our fathers were under Sensei Judge Charles Warren as black belts, his first class ever. I think from like 1970 to the 80s. I am eager to learn more about the martial arts as well as the health and wellness. Like, how did that start, your journey?
Well, my journey in terms of health and wellness started when I was 2. And actually my great grandfather. I don't know if I said this in any other areas of our production here. My great grandfather was he was a prize fighter.
Okay.
And he fought his way through Reconstruction. My grandfather also was born in 1895. So my father's father was born in 1895 and passed away in 1980. So he was an older gentleman whose father fought his way through Reconstruction, and he everybody in that line of individuals were fighters, like everybody. So my great grandfather, my grandfather, now me, and now my daughter, all fighting bloodline.
That's amazing. My grandfather was my mom's dad was a Golden Gloves boxer. I've always loved boxing. I never tried martial arts. For whatever reason, my dad didn't put the last 3 siblings, like me and 2 of my other siblings, in it. I was jealous because all the other siblings got a chance to do it.
I'm not a fighter.
Yeah,
You're a lover. You're a lover, BJ.
I'm a lover, yeah. I'm not a fighter.
And it's not for everybody. You know, like my DNA has always been aggressive.
Yeah.
I've always been an aggressive individual. And so, it's just
been a way to form that into so you could control it.
Well, yeah, I've been able to utilize that aggressiveness and turn it into entrepreneurship.
That's smart.
It's not about the fighting. No.
Yeah.
Are you a fighter, Z?
No, I just did taekwondo before.
Oh, okay.
Right
okay,
on.
Z.
Yep. But yeah, I've never really, I've always used martial arts as a platform for me when it came to doing everything outside of, the actual fighting, right? Fighting arts. Martial arts helped me with not just entrepreneurship, but school too, and staying disciplined in some capacity.
So we've been talking the past week about the state of the youth. Obviously, we try to steer away from the violence because it's covered a lot. But I am interested in your opinion on how do we get the youth to gravitate more towards martial arts.
Well, the martial arts is the martial arts is a spiritual system. It was born out of it was born from the direction of the Creator. So majority of the martial arts, whenever you look at them, are not about fighting. They were about your own self-defense, defending yourself from outside invaders, not physical outside invaders, but internal outside invaders. So if you are a martial artist and you're focused on fighting, then you're focused on the wrong thing.
That's a bar. That's a bar. You heard him. If you focus on fighting, you focus on the wrong thing.
Right. So the martial arts help me understand how to master that one thing. And a lot of times we go into certain genres, whatever it is, topics and subjects, and we don't master that one thing. And then it becomes a hindrance later on because we didn't learn how to master something.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So how important, I've heard you speak about the generational fighting. How important was it for you to get Sahara, your daughter, involved with martial arts as well?
It's one, she has autism. 2, it's highly important because she's able to, one, recognize that she has to master something.
Yeah.
And then 2, as a child of autism, she's not going to, I want to put this the right way, but cognitively at this moment, she's not going to fully understand everything. And, for me, I don't want to be so frustrated. So I push her really hard in the martial arts, so that if something happens, she can take care of herself.
That's right. That's right.
She's a very dynamic individual. At this point, she's 6 years old, and she knows, how to duck, how to slip. She knows her ones, her twos, her threes. She knows how to kick. She can kick, punch. She applies it in the right context. So, by the time she hits 10, 11, 12 years old, she'll be competent enough to take care of herself.
So
almost
because
like having a latchkey kid. Because
she's like hyperactive, do you feel that the martial arts kind of balances it out for her?
Yeah, it does. It does. There's a lot of times when she doesn't even want to go, but she has to go. She has to. When I set, especially for her, when I set a time frame for her to go, she has to be there. Even if we watch, she's going to sit in that seat, sit down and watch the other kids do what they got to do. But there has to be some level of discipline and also consistency for her to know that this thing is going to be a part of her life, whether she likes it or not.
So we're speaking about martial arts. However, the more important topic of conversation is generational wealth.
Yeah.
And just not wealth in the sense of finances necessarily, but things that are passed down continuously, right?
Right.
How important is it for you, and what are some other things that your father and grandfather have passed down to you that you can now pass down to your daughter?
Yeah, I think one of the major things, my father, obviously is, a Muslim, but, he passed that down. He passed down the understanding that not only are you a Muslim, right, but you're also a respecter of, if that's a word, right, but you're a respecter of all faiths, and you're able to practice those in some boundaries.
Yeah,
you're able to practice those faiths with people who are nice to you.
Yeah,
right. If you're nice to me, I'm nice to you. Let's practice the same thing.
Right.
And it's okay. Islam means peace and submission, and that's what you're looking for. You're looking for peace and submission. In every phase of your life. That's the search. So my father passed that down. My grandfather passed that down also by kind of a second, by hook or crook, right? Yeah. So my father became a Muslim by the fact that he had asked my grandfather, when he was coming in, he was on the streets, not on the streets, but doing things. And he asked my grandfather, like, hey man, like, why don't you ever go to church? And my grandfather was like, well, if you really want to know the story, well, here it is. And he said that in 1908, something like that, his friend they were at a general store in Arkansas, and his friend happened to be liked by a young white girl. White girl then tells, they have some conversation. His friend says, I don't like you, blah, 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 get away from me, ugly girl, whatever, stuff that we all young kids say.
Yeah.
And she goes and tells the dad. The dad then comes to, I think that was on Wednesday. So they go to Wednesday service. The dad comes with a group of his friends to call out my grandfather's best friend. They call him out, tell the pastor, I need to talk to this boy. Pastor says it'll be okay, pushes the family, everybody inside so they can attend service rightfully. My grandfather knows something that isn't right, comes back out and finds his friend hung up in a tree in front of the church with his unit in his mouth.
Wow.
And so from that point on, my grandfather never went back to church. Nothing against, church or Christianity or any type of religion. But my father then recognized that in order to feel good about himself in any type of kind of organized way, faith, then he was going to go another direction, and that's what happened. And kind of rightfully so for him, because his life, if he didn't take that direction, he probably would have been dead.
Yeah.
Or in jail.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Man, thank you so much for tapping in with us, Manan.
Appreciate
we got to
y'all.
get you back on the show.
Yeah.
Got to get you
Well, I
on
know what's going on.
stories.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I got plenty stories.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Do not touch that dial. We will be right back. We are talking generational wealth and families. 833-212-1017. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler Digi Meech, 101.7 The Truth.
Dreaming of owning your first home? Don't settle for a fixer-upper. Build a brand new home with Milwaukee Habitat for Humanity. They partner with first-time buyers to make home ownership possible with little to no down payment and a team that's on your side every step of the way. Even if you're just starting to explore what's possible, they're here to help you take the next step. If your household earns between $55,000 and $90,000 a year, you may qualify. Visit MilwaukeeHabitat.org to learn more.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
Mommy, can I sit in the front seat just this one time? Please, please, please.
No, not yet.
But why?
Because I love you, and you're just not ready yet. Now, get in the back so I can get you in your car seat, please.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Love protects. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
.7 The Truth. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler. We are live and direct in 3rd Street Market, downtown Milwaukee. Happy Tuesday, Milwaukee.
What's the word?
What's the word, Meech? We talking.
Truth Nation, where you at? Let's get in the chat. Tap in with us.
We talking
like and subscribe today.
Legacy and generational wealth. Shout out to Manan. He just stopped in and chatted with us for a minute. I've been thinking a lot about the topics we've been discussing as it pertains to the youth. And one of the topics that I feel is necessary, or a conversation that's necessary to have, is legacy. Mm-hmm. Legacy. How important is legacy? And has the new generation who are raising the current generation utilizing the skill sets and things that were passed down from them to raise their children?
Yeah. I think legacy is so important right now.
It is.
Like, that's probably the driving force of like everybody's like emotions. Probably like
Yes.
they're trying to build a legacy, trying to leave something for the kids.
Yes.
Trying to become, one in a person. Trying to just, do amazing things. So I mean, leaving the legacy got to be number one on my list for me. Like I mean, especially at the age. I mean,
absolutely. Absolutely. And it's like it's a matter of what does that look like now, because our grandparents building legacy is not the same as us building legacy, right?
I think it was like leaving houses.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. Properties, things of that nature. But also, finances, wisdom, remedies,
morals and values.
Exactly. That part. I feel like
traditions.
I feel like things changed when Big Mama left the household. It's like even though certain things were passed down to those children, it's almost like that generation not gave up, but they just was so tired that they only kept some. And it's like the younger we get, the more I feel like our generation between I'll say like 35 to 45, I think we're kind of like the last generation that really understands or had that experience with your grandmama and the things that you were taught by her. And now it's up to us to pass it down to our children.
Yeah, I mean, my idea of like why stuff is like the way it is now is how hard is it to pass down generational wealth, especially in the Black community. Is because we never really had it to begin with.
And it's always like we're surviving. Right? Like, okay, so for example, I don't understand why people sell the family house when the grandmother passed away.
Money right now.
Yeah, but
go ahead.
Is it worth it to sell it because you need money right now, or is it worth it to keep it, knowing that someone is a white company is going to come and purchase it and then fix it up and sell it for $400,000, $500,000?
I mean, it depends, because most time when you get into the position where families have to sell, a family house or a family asset, it becomes kind of unannounced, like somebody either passed or something like that. Somebody is in trouble. You know what I mean? So the person probably get passed down to, and the people that's in charge of the next move for the situation becomes like kind of bombarded with all the decisions that's being made, and then other people have questions or they have pushback on the decision people trying to make that's in charge. So it used to get to being like a big old mess.
Yeah, that part. And no one wins when the family feud. No one wins.
Because most of the stuff when that situation happened, old feuds come into place.
Back. That's right. I mean? Entitlement.
What happened when they was young.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I went through it with my family.
So it just be, a back and forth who people think they have the right.
Mm-hmm.
So, it just be a bunch of people just arguing about the situation.
When I think about my grandparents, and so my grandmother migrated from Alabama by way of Chicago, my grandfather from New Orleans by way of Chicago, and they purchased their first home in Milwaukee in 1950. And they were one of the first Black families on 14th of Birthday, in which they purchased that home in 1959. And when my grandmother's house was sold without the family knowing about it, it was a different type of pain. Not in a selfish way, but more so like, I can't imagine in the 50s what Black people had to do in order to purchase a home. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And to have it in the family for so many years and be so willing to just let it go. Like, what was it for? If anything, keep it. Even if nobody live in it, everybody pitch in, everybody just have it so that somebody in the family, if you ever need somewhere to go, or almost like the movie Soul Food, Terry wanted to sell the house because she wanted to use her authority.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, for what? Why do you want to sell it? Yo, other sister ain't got nowhere to go. People become very subjective when it comes to the legacy, when it comes to authority, when it comes to things being left behind. And then it becomes about them instead of the legacy.
I mean, some of it be, people in the family already done moved on to have their own family. They already own a house. Or, sometimes it be a bunch of people renting that's trying to decide what to do, trying to sell a house. Like, how y'all finna sell a house and y'all everybody renting?
And everybody renting. That's what I'm saying. We got Al on the line. Thank you for calling in and tapping in with us today, Al. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, but we should make some people. The reason why Black Legacy doesn't last that long, because some of these Black family members is lazy.
That's a fact.
You want the benefit, but you don't want the responsibility. Grandma, grandpa, your mother and father couldn't depend on you for nothing, but you knew how to bring them bastards over there for her to watch. Okay? So what happens is everybody wants to sell everything. So I feel like this. If you don't appreciate generational wealth, your hand should not be on it. When they drop dead, your name should not even be on the obituary. If you didn't want to celebrate their generational wealth while they're alive, you ain't going to celebrate it when they're dead. So kick rocks. If you don't appreciate your generational wealth, make sure you tell your grandmama, make sure you tell your mama and daddy, don't put my name on it. And when it's your time to go to the pearly gates, they let you rot like a dead raccoon on a Mississippi road. And if the kids or the offspring ain't no good, they can gladly show them. So for you people who got generational wealth, if your kids don't appreciate them, let them rot. Point blank, period. Bye.
Thank you, Al. Thank you so much for that. I have to agree, though. I think that when dealing with legacy, not just your own, but your family's legacy, you cannot be subjective. It cannot be the you show. It's about everybody as a collective. No matter what you've been through, it's about the entire family. Because when grandmama and granddaddy purchased a home, that's what they thought about. You know what I'm saying?
It'd be the responsibility.
And the responsibility. But also holding yourself accountable. If you know you do not have the means to take something over, pass it to someone else in the family who can.
I mean, then it becomes credit and a whole bunch of other situations.
Yeah, but that's what you utilize the other person for. You know, like if you was my brother and our parents left us a home and they left it to you because you're the oldest and you aren't able to financially take care of it, why would you let it go or sell it instead of giving it to me when my credit A1?
I mean, it's a situation that I'm close to. Like, family house is pretty much in shambles right now because loans has been taken out of the house. You know what I mean? And then, you know, my uncle passed away, and now, you know, don't nobody want to be held with that big old responsibility of like he just took out too many loans.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? To where you can't even do nothing.
That's understandable too. That's understandable. I understand that wholeheartedly.
But then it's like the preparation before you die and all that, or just knowing what the situation is with the homes that we do have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like really passing the information, like what we would do if this happened, or who we want to do this, if you even capable of doing this, stuff like that. Like really figuring out who's those people, who's the next generation.
And that part, being able to identify that.
Yeah.
In the family, who is it? Because sometimes it's not your children directly. It may be your niece and maybe your nephew, but who is next in line?
Yeah, because it'd be hard to kind of like accept like the positions your family is in, or the positions the people in your family is in. You know, that some people going through financial trouble. Some people can't get on their feet. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Some people steady having, you know, babies or whatever that kind of stop them from getting to the next level. But it's up to us in the family to pretty much figure out who's capable. Yeah, who's next? Who's capable of doing it? Who got it?
Yeah, we have to be more intentional about generational wealth and setting our youth up in the family, the youth of the family, setting them up so that they can obtain it instead of just, you know, situations where it ends up getting taken or sold. We got to take a break to go pay some bills. Do not touch that dial, 833-212-1017. We want to hear from you. Jazzy and Meech, tap in.
Milwaukee is making real progress. 3 straight years of declining traffic deaths. But we're not stopping there. Join the City of Milwaukee's free Vision Zero Summit with AAA and AARP on June 10th. The summit will bring together community members, transportation advocates, and city leaders to advance the goal of zero traffic deaths in Milwaukee. Be part of the movement for safer streets and a safer future. Join us and learn more at milwaukee.gov/Vision Zero.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
For 250 years, our armed forces have bravely served America. Wounded Warrior Project honors that legacy by supporting post-9/11 service members and veterans like Anthony, a Marine who was injured by a roadside bomb in Afghanistan.
They carried me through my injuries, not just my physical, but my mental. And seeing other vets doing the same thing helped me tell myself, hey, you can do this.
Join us in honoring warriors at woundedwarriorproject.org/America.
In the United States, a vehicle is stolen every 31 seconds, about as long as this message. Luckily, you can take a few easy steps to protect your car in the same amount of time. Remove your valuables, roll up your windows, don't leave your car running unattended, lock your doors, and take your keys or fob. If you have information about a crime, call the police. If you suspect insurance fraud, also call 800-TEL-NICB. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
I always had to be so good, no one could ignore me. Carve my path with data and drive. But some people only see who I am on paper. The paper ceiling, the limitations from degree screens to stereotypes that are holding back over 70 million stars. Workers skilled through alternative routes, rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time for skills to speak for themselves. Find resources for breaking through barriers at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakimick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler and Digi Meech. We are tapped in. Make sure you like and subscribe our YouTube channel. We are live on air Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m.
What's the word?
What's the word, Meech? We talking legacy and generational wealth.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, what are some things your parents or grandparents passed down to you that money can't buy?
Respect.
Yes. Let's talk about it.
That's
morals.
Yeah, respect. Personality, you know.
Yeah.
Just knowing what is what.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Absolutely.
Know how to respect your elder. That's pretty much.
Yeah. I'll say the same.
Discipline and stuff.
We grew up in a time in a household where when you walk in and you greet first of all, when you walk in a room, you speak first if you walk in. And we greet each other with kisses on the cheeks and hugs. That's how I grew up in my family. Everybody is very loving. Things have to be done a certain way. The kids couldn't butt into adults' conversations or even sit in the room when adults was talking. I remember we couldn't put our elbows on the table when we was eating.
My elbows on the table right now.
Like this, even as an adult sitting there eating like this, it feels so awkward, right? Like, get your elbows off the table. Don't sing at the table.
Yeah.
You're not getting nothing to drink to eat,
Eat all your food first.
Even
that should be a crime, by the way.
No, it should. Yeah.
I can't have something to drink while I eat.
Like,
I mean, look.
No, for real.
So now when I choke on my food.
Then what?
It was more so like, once you drink all your juice,
you're
you're
gonna be full.
You're going to be full.
You're going to be full, yeah. You
better get some water.
And And they be like, drink and spit.
Yeah, oh man, look.
I'm thirsty. Drink and spit.
You know, the discipline of just knowing the etiquette of being the person they wanted you to be.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I tell my children all the time, they got it good because my parents and my aunts, my family never asked us what we wanted to eat for dinner. You was going to eat whatever was on that stove. Whatever they took out the freezer to cook is what was going to be eaten that day. I don't operate like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I ask because I know sometimes I may not want something. I may not be feeling something that day. So I still keep the basic traditions. But I think now the only difference is I allow my children to voice how they feel. Where we didn't have that. Like it was if you even thought about saying anything, you talking back.
Yeah. I mean, when they ask you a question,
yeah,
you try to say something. Shut up.
Yes.
Shut up.
And it's crazy because when you think about your upbringing and you think about how you raise your children, it's something as far as legacy, it's something so small as the type of dish detergent you use or laundry. You know, like it's little things that you don't think about that's passed down to you. And I feel like those things are great. But again, when it comes to the wealth part, properties, real estate, things of value, those are the things that we should not compromise. Those are the things that should not be sold. If everyone is in agreement, you know, for whatever reason, okay, I understand. To your point earlier about the loans being taken out on the house. Mm-hmm. But if we're selling the wealth that was passed down for generations, how, like, we're basically ending generational wealth and starting it all over again.
I mean, even just trying to bury somebody.
But it's a lot.
You know?
It's a lot. It is.
Having insurance and stuff like that.
What is something that you want your family to remember you for, as far as not saying it like while you're gone, but like just your legacy? What do you want to be known for?
Father.
Yeah.
I mean, that's everything else they know you for doing, you know, but just when it, you know, they think about them kids that you got.
Yeah.
That's really the main thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's get into generational wealth versus breaking generational cycles. Which one is harder? Is it harder to break the cycles, or is it harder to obtain and pass down the generational wealth?
It's harder to break the cycles.
You think so?
Yeah. Without even knowing that you taking on, you know, or becoming your parents.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
It's hard to break the cycle. You know, it might look easier, you know, saying, you know, your kids go to college or something like that. You probably didn't go to college. They going to college. It might seem easy, but that's a tall task, because that's putting goals and stuff on the next person, on your kids and stuff like that, for them to achieve something that you was trying to achieve.
Yes.
And it's harder to do that, to break the cycle of that.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard to break cycles in general. And it's even more difficult to break generational cycles, because you'll automatically become the black sheep of the family if you do not conform to whatever has been going on for the past 50, 60, 70 years, right? And the crazy thing about it is, when we look back, so I'm a firm believer in, obviously, you know, legacy and generational wealth, as well as breaking generational cycles. But I do believe that those in the family who try their hardest to break those generational cycles go through the worst when it comes to dealing with the family, because of the time. Mm-hmm. Like certain things that my mom was born in 1958. I was born in 88. Certain things that she went through in her time and her generation is not what my generation went through.
The whole thought process is different.
It's different, which leads me back to the point. When we're passing down, when we're talking about generational wealth or breaking cycles and legacy, I think we have to have conversations on what that looks like for that next generation. because whatever they had to go through is not what I have to go through. And then when we're talking about the cycle piece, a lot of the things in a lot of ways that a lot of things our grandparents went through, you know, especially if they were around during like the slavery days, whoopings and beatings and, you know, certain things.
Them be our great-great-grandparents.
Them be the beat it out of her. Everything is to beat it out of her, right? And I'm not saying that you shouldn't discipline your children, because if you don't, the streets will, or MPD will. But again, there was a certain lifestyle. There were certain things happening which made it the way it was. They had to be the way that they were, you know, in order to survive and live. And it's almost like they've adapted certain traits from the people who oppressed them and then passed it down. And then we have to determine, because my mama did this or my grandma did this, I shouldn't, because this is 2026, and what y'all had to go through in the 1950s, 60s, and 70s is not what our, you know, children or generation has to go through.
Yeah. Life's better when you're covered, when you know you're covered. With the home and auto policy from American Family Insurance, you're not just buying coverage. You're getting an agent who helps you feel protected and prepared, someone who understands who you've built and what you've built, and what you're building next. Because your home and your ride are protected the right way, you're free to focus on your family, your goals, and your future. Insure carefully, dream fearless with American Family Insurance. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
Thank you for that. Shout out to the sponsors. I'm sure that's a company that was passed down with generational wealth, right? But again, you know, I think that our generation has to decide on what part of the legacy we want to keep and what part of the legacy we need to get rid of. Because in Black households, Black and brown family, really any families, there's just certain things that I feel like should not be passed down. And people are, the younger generation, like, I think we're finally at a point where it's like, I ain't no kid. I can say how I feel. I can talk to my auntie, whoever, and say how I feel as an adult. Whereas before, you don't want to voice your opinion because as a child, you grew up not being able to. I don't care how old you is. Like, it's certain stuff. Before my grandmother passed, I didn't cuss around her. Even as an adult, it's just certain things that I didn't do. So they kind of instilled some type of fear where it's like, even as an adult, you don't want to, because they'll take it as disrespect.
You almost didn't talk.
At all. Anything you say that's combative or goes against what they believe is considered as disrespect. And then what ends up happening is we don't say anything, and we'll pass down the burden part of the legacy. Yeah. You know what I mean? And my next question is, like, sometimes the legacy feels like a burden. Sometimes, depending on the situation. If you have a legacy where it's, you know, some things that was happening within the family, some addiction, some, you know, those things get passed down too. You know what I mean? And again, sitting down at the family dinner table, first and foremost, doesn't happen anymore. It needs to, because that's a great way to have these conversations. It's a great way for everybody to talk about what they don't want to pass down, instead of constantly talking about what, I don't even think a conversation is had about passing anything down, period, to the average Black household. And some, but the way where we grew up, it was like, children, that wasn't none of our business. And when we became an adult, nobody never talked about it.
It's lack of information. I mean, you at this point, only thing what you think that could get passed down?
Information.
I mean, it's like just physical assets. You know what I mean? Like, people think it's just houses, you know, and the money. You know, but then, like you said, it's information. It's knowing, you know, it's the family tradition that get passed down.
Yep.
And with, like, the new age, you're just thinking that it's just money or physical assets, that you forget about tradition.
Absolutely. We are live and direct We are talking generational wealth, breaking barriers, legacy. We want to hear from you, 833-212-1017. Do not touch that dial. We will be right back. 101.7 The Truth.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
'Cause remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can, and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions to veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative, and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day, when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler Digi Meech. We are live and direct in 3rd Street Market Hall. We are talking legacy, generational wealth, breaking systems and cycles that has been passed down. How you feel about breaking cycles, Meech?
I told you, it needs to happen. I mean, like, some of the stuff that Milwaukee going through right now got something to do with, the traumas and the cycles that people is going through and went through, or we dealing with in the society and the community. So I mean, like, that's what we all trying to do, and with the work we all doing, the stuff,
yeah,
the positivity we all pushing. So I think that's something that that we all working towards.
Yeah, I think as we sit down and begin to have these conversations, well, first and foremost, I encourage those who have the capacity to sit down, the mental capacity, because it can be a lot to sit down with your loved ones, to have these conversations about legacy and about passing wealth down, but also about trauma, because that's part of breaking the generational cycles. I feel like a lot of our families grew up in an era where things were just swept under the rug and nobody never wanted to talk about it. And then you don't find out about stuff until your loved one is gone. And it's like, how does that even help? There's so much trauma passed down, not just based off of physical abuse or anything like that, but things that's done, verbal abuse, mental abuse, just certain ways and certain characteristics that should not be passed down. And if we're not careful, we obtain them and then we pass them down to our children because nobody has ever checked it at the door. So I think those conversations, should be had. Like whether it's embarrassing, whether it's too difficult to deal with, I just get tired of, and I'm speaking specifically for Black families because I as someone who has been through certain things, I see the damage that it does to our household. We need to have these conversations. It doesn't matter how hard they are. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. It doesn't matter. Everyone has to remove their personal feelings from the situation because it's all about the entire family. And that trauma is half of the reason why people are running around here the way that they are now, losing their mind because of whatever was going on in the household that don't nobody want to address.
So, do you think violence is passed down?
Absolutely. Depending on the family, it can be. Not in the reason why I say that is because, so for example, how Manan was talking about his family is a family of professional fighters, right? But then you have generations who are very aggressive, very, they want to fight. Their parents may have not done that, but their parents may have done it in another way. They may have come home and, getting called out their name. Mm-hmm. So many children I know, parents talk to them like that, and that makes them want to fight. So it's still connected. It doesn't have to be to where the parents are fighting or have fought physically. But I think based off of them fighting them mentally or emotionally or whatever which way causes and forces that child to want to be aggressive and to want to fight.
I always thought being violent is just a form of like taking it to another, like taking it to a level to where you can't be scared of the consequences when you're violent.
When you do it, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the people that take it to the violent, like, because you could be frustrated, you could be angry, you could kind of, yell, your frustrations or whatnot.
Yeah.
Maybe, break stuff or whatever, but that's getting to the violent aspect, you know what I mean? To where you're not really caring about the consequences.
Yeah, I used to be a firecracker. I used to put my hands on people all the time.
Oh my God.
Pull up, queen, we throwing them.
Oh, you was on that?
I was on that. And then it's funny, I'm laughing, but it's funny because when I look back at my grandfather and my auntie, like, they all was the same. Mm-hmm. So when everybody was out, this is when I was
waiting on something to pop off.
Yeah. But it's like, how are y'all coming at me when y'all was the same exact way? Instead of sitting down and saying, instead of your grandfather going over here doing this, he became a Golden Glove boxer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it almost felt as if they were making it seem like I was an eyeball, like I'm the only one out the family who with the rah-rah. Nah, when you look back at the legacy, it's a whole lot of y'all that's rah-rah. You know what I mean?
Some people think they just run their mouth.
Yeah, but that wasn't.
They probably like you taking it too far.
That one, man. My grandfather was French Creole man from New Orleans who was born in 1917. That man played no games, for real, no games whatsoever. And naturally, I believe that outside of the family, I believe it's the community and how we were raised as well. Like your environment. Your environment is part of your legacy too. Where you grew up at, your community, your tribe is part of that as well. But I really, really think that, like, I would love to just have some type of, I don't want to say event, but just something to where we could figure out how to get these conversations started.
We starting them right now, Jazz.
Yeah, but we gotta hold people accountable. See, we sitting behind the mic,
not all the time.
We gotta get in people's faces with this. And make sure that they are having these conversations, because I think this is part of the reason why the youth is the way that they are. They don't have traditions.
I look at it like, because all these conversations we've been having, I've had before, throughout my career, and it's like, we putting the conversations on the air for everybody to hear. You know what I mean? For everybody to chime in, 833-212-1017, tap in with us, chime in.
Yep.
You know, these conversations is for everybody, you know, to get people thinking in a positive way about what can we do, and not just for the youth, for ourselves, for our generational wealth, you know, for the future. So I think it's all warranted. You know what I mean? Any conversation you start, you can have, as long as it's positive, trying to, you know, I don't like, you know, talking bad, like bringing up the bad. We see enough of that. We could look on the internet and check out what bad is happening. Some, you know, some part of the news.
Yep.
Be you know, giving you the worst information that you probably heard all day, or just, you know, some of it be insight, knowing what's going on, but the conversation we be having is kind of more in depth about the stuff that people talk about on the daily, or stuff, you know, parents, kids, you know, elected officials, everybody probably thinking about, but either scared to say it, you know what I mean, or scared to touch on these subjects. I mean, we just trying to bring light to the stuff that we're thinking about most of the time while we're doing the work that we do in the community.
Yeah. And to your point, you know, I think I may just step out there and collab with somebody and do some type of event, a family, it's something where we can get this process rolling, because
a healing. Call it a healing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because it's important. If we don't start now, we're not gonna have nothing. They're already working so hard to get rid of our legacy as a people, let alone your own personal legacy. And I don't even hear the youth or the younger generation talk about legacy at all. Like, some of them is okay with not having children, which is fine. But when you, how is your legacy going to be passed down?
How are we supposed to keep this going?
Exactly.
I mean, I think they doing it without even knowing. You know, subconsciously, everything you're doing, it's gonna leave you leaving some type of legacy. You leaving some type of print on the world. So
absolutely,
even if it's not as big as you thought it would be, I think you still,
it's still yours,
and you still acting upon trying to do that without you even knowing it. You know.
Yep, absolutely. So, what do you foresee as far as your legacy? What is some things that you want to pass down to your children?
You know, first and foremost, respect. I really want to, because since it's like, you know, the world has been getting to the point where it's violent, really emotional.
Yeah.
Really try to get to the point where they can control their emotions. Kind of like they died, you know what I mean?
You said kind of.
I mean, at least a little bit. You know, that's something I want to pass on for sure. Like just the calmness I carry, you know, the respect level, and just the knowledge of knowing that everybody is different.
Yeah.
You know, and just the work ethic, you know what I mean, that I carry, and just, you know, how I carry myself. I want them to kind of, you know, at least know that they died there. So.
Yeah, that's right. As they should. And it makes, you know, when you instill that in them, it makes them more proud to carry the legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, do things that make your children want to carry your legacy on too, because let's be clear, there's some fools out here that, you know, nobody want to be a part of what they got going on, right? So when you are moving and grooving and doing the things that you're doing, as it pertains to how you treat people, your career, the decisions and choices you make, know that that's 1 point added to your legacy.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, I want to leave a house to a couple, you know, the generational wealth, the wealth part of it. Yep. You definitely want to leave that, but just the information, them knowing, you know, just not keeping information from them.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Them knowing exactly what it is in this world.
Absolutely.
That's what I want to pass down. Even though they have figured out themselves, you still want to have that input on like what they did learn. You know what I mean? Because like I tell them, like a lot of stuff my dad told me didn't resonate until I got older.
But he told you.
Yeah, I know he told me. He's telling me right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's still instilling that information into me. So.
Yep. We are live and direct. We're talking generational wealth, breaking generational curses and legacy. We want to hear from you, 833-212-1017. We got to go to break to pay some bills. Do not touch that dial. Jazzy and Mech.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome. Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way, improving lives so everyone can thrive. Where more people can gain access to healthcare and nutritious food for their tables. Where more community members can benefit from financial education and get connected to local resources for housing support. And where children are given more chances to reach their full potential. Community is where we find our strength and where we share our hope. United is the way. Visit unitedway.org.
Are people around me safe when I vape? Science does not support that belief. Exhaled vape emissions linger in the air, affecting indoor air quality and bystanders in the same space through secondhand exposure. Vaping emissions can also accumulate on clothes, hair, dust, and furniture, leading to exposure risks to bystanders of all ages. And vaping around a pregnant person can lead to serious health impacts on fetal and childhood development. Enough with the puff. Learn more at ul.org/vaping.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Don't act like that. Don't wear that. Don't think that. I've heard everything you tell yourself every time you felt different. And I want you to know that you can be vulnerable and powerful. That taking care of your mind is taking care of everyone you love and who loves you. Love your mind. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Milwaukee Black Talk on 101.7 FM.
The Truth.
And 1510 AM. W269DL. Milwaukee. A Milwaukee Black media company.
One on 1.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler. Digi Meech. We are live downtown Milwaukee. We are talking generational wealth.
Where
legacy.
the money at?
Where the money at, man?
How we gonna get this money?
How we gonna get this money? We can't get this money if everybody's selling grandmama house and giving away the legacy.
Mama. We call my great grandma
Medea. Yeah.
Rest in peace, Medea. Love her to death.
Yes, rest in peace to my grandmother too. She died. She passed when she was 103.
Yeah.
During COVID. Very beautiful little lady.
Yeah, everybody buying watches and chains and cars that depreciate.
That have nothing to do with legacy.
You know, like you were just saying, wigs.
Lashes. Like how much is actually going towards legacy?
I mean, even the type of businesses we creating is not really
something to pass
sustainable.
Yeah.
Businesses to where, like, I mean, you can sustain doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not saying people always gonna need their hair done doing a hair salon or something like that. It's just, you know, you probably won't be doing it. Then you got to pass it. You know, I'm not shameful on any business. It's just more so the type of businesses we see that's gaining wealth.
Exactly. It's not the businesses that people are starting,
you know,
to leave a legacy
behind.
behind.
A couple probably hair companies that's doing a couple million, you know what I mean, a year, maybe more than that. Just selling hair is a good business, but then that's environmental or something like that.
Exactly.
I don't really put in weave, so but
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. But just like the type of companies we see that's making wealth, tech companies right now, you know, social media companies, ads, even just like the creator side of it, what we see going on, streamers making millions of dollars a month.
Yes.
That you know, that's something I'm cool. I'm cool with moving in the direction of what the youth is already kind of doing. It just more got to be a little bit more regulated for me, like to kind of get it to where everyone's kind of happy or it kind of. But I'm really cool with the new generation doing what they doing as far as like streaming, the way they able to make money nowadays off of online and doing that. But the type of companies though, like tech companies, even just like having a gas station.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like oil
that part.
companies. I mean, stuff that we haven't really touched on. Like it's only a few black-owned gas stations in Milwaukee.
Yep.
If not just one.
Nathan Atkinson. Yep.
You know what I mean? So stuff like that lanes we haven't got into, I like to see, if we really could build something like that,
Absolutely. Shout out to Madi for checking in on the chat. He says, my kids will have a bag, vehicle, cars, real estate, sticks, life insurance policies. Unfortunately, their mom doesn't believe in continuing my business. It's all good. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do, Madi. That's what it's about. And a great point he brought up as well is life insurance. For us specifically, our age group, at what age do you think that we should start looking into wills and trust?
I mean, I've done that research. It's just like, probably like how Marty said, like just for me, because my kids don't stay with me, they stay with their mom. So it's just, trying to get their mom to understand why I'm thinking about it is the toughest thing in the world. You know what I mean? Trying to think that I'm trying to capitalize off my kids or something like that. I done had them conversations to where they just didn't understand the importance of, our kids, like what's going on in Milwaukee as far as like being in, the accidents or just even the rate of crime right now to where anything is possible with these kids to where, like I said, like people be bombarded with fees and stuff with funerals is just, like you don't want it to happen, but you got to prepare it. Like, because it'll happen at the time that you don't want to.
And when you ain't got,
you ain't got no money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To kind of like take care of everything while you grieving and stuff like that. So just to have that in place, especially for the babies, which that builds on top of itself to create a monetary value, for college or other expenses for the kid. Especially, like I said, like I'm telling you, like, my baby mamas don't stay with me, or the kids don't stay with me. So it's like that. I was trying to build that for them, and just trying to get that across. It was just too much.
And that's so to that point, right? That's also why, and we know this is not going to be the case for every person or every situation, but legacy is also, and generational wealth is also why having a family is important. Because when you are in a household together, you can make those decisions. To your point, me and my ex-husband isn't married anymore, and we co-parent the best way that we know how and that we can. But there's certain things when it comes to the kids and the generational wealth piece that I feel like we should include each other on, whether we're in the same household or not, because it's about them. You know what I mean?
I'm willing to put insurance on everybody in the family.
Exactly.
It's so cheap. Especially the babies.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, if you want to get a policy too, I suggest you get one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because everybody riding cars.
Yeah.
So that's like the first level for me.
Madi says, it's really sad to see other races building wealth for their kids while black people playing investing in short-term businesses.
Exactly.
We was just talking about that. It's you look at the white families and their sons, whatever they doing, they a lawyer, their children are going to school for the same thing. And then that's how they start the family business. It's like, at what point do we organize in that manner? You know what I mean? Like really, really building sustainable businesses to where when we depart this earth, our children will not only have it, but we would have equipped them with the necessary information and skills they need in order to run the business.
I mean, but understanding what business is the first step, because, they'll go to college and do, graphic design and stuff like that, not knowing it's an extra level to where you could just go be an architect.
Exactly.
Start your own firm and build that business, because that'll become a real business.
Yeah.
When you just doing graphic designs, that'll become a business to where you could do designs and ad work for bigger companies.
Facts.
But how much of that work is you doing for somebody else?
Yep. And that too, because a lot of reason why I stopped helping people and doing what it was that I was doing.
You building their stuff.
Hello. I had to step back and look like, yes, I'm great at what I do, but what does this have to do with my legacy?
Spent the whole same time
You know
on
what I
your
mean?
stuff.
Because if something happens to you, none of what you got go to my children. You know what I'm saying? So again, that self accountability, being able to look at myself in my situation and say and make that sacrifice, because some people won't do that. They'll continue to go off and be great in their respective lanes and careers while trying to build generational wealth for their children. But the reality is, what you build for somebody else, they cannot give to your children. Mm-hmm. So again, and that's not to say you can't do whatever it is that you do, but you have to find that fine line. Because at the end of the day, when you really take time to sit down and think about like the thought of you not being here and your children not having nothing, who's going to, you know, make sure that they're okay? Who's going to make sure that their children is okay? That thought process is painful, because I couldn't imagine not being able to have anything that I can't leave for my children.
I mean, because if you get on that right now for the future, most of that you'll feel better right now about the decisions you making for the future.
Facts. That's a fact. Madi says, make sure you start trust funds in your kids' names so nobody can take what you leave them. That part. He said it's all about a race of people that refuse to leave Egypt. And you know what? That's another thing. So when we're having these community events and panel discussions about credit, about, you know,
but right now, the short term, the things you can do right now.
Yeah.
That's what we pretty much exploiting. Like what can happen right now, what, you know, the surface level stuff.
When you having these events, teaching Black people how to obtain a trust should be a part of that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they teaching real estate. Why not?
Why not? Throw that in there.
Why not trust?
I don't see anyone out here hosting events or seminars
like
on
a full
how
life insurance sign up.
Man, come on.
$10 down.
Come on.
20% off of the package.
A legacy generational wealth, you know, seminar where you can literally sign people up for certain things and show them how to build businesses, substantial businesses that can be passed down.
Or even just like what to do if your family was at this forefront to where, okay, we trying to make a decision on how we create this generational wealth. I mean, I had a meeting with my family of all of pretty much the kids that's in my generation. It's the people that's in this generation of my age, and like all my cousins and stuff. They didn't know what to do.
Yeah, and it be so many. Like I have 15 biological siblings. 15, and for the life of me, I wish we all could just come together and build something. Can you imagine what can be built with 15 people?
Why you think it's so hard though? Everybody doing their own thing?
Everybody doing their own thing. Some siblings don't get along with each other.
And then everybody respecting that.
Yeah.
And then ain't no generational wealth being built when everybody's actually in different lanes.
And nobody's respecting the matriarch of the family.
But the crazy thing about me is like most of everybody in my family in the same lane.
Yeah.
Everybody got like where the kids, like my daughter, my nephew, and you know, they doing music. My cousin, he a DJ Moolah. I mean, it's okay. Yeah. And then my other cousin, he do podcasts and he wrote a book and stuff like that. So it's like we got pieces.
Yeah.
For the lane that I'm in.
Yeah.
And, you know.
But see, that part too, being willing to understand which child or which person in your family you know for a fact that you can get behind because they are the chosen. They are the one who is going to help build the generational wealth. But that goes back to everybody being in their own lane. If nobody see the vision, like I genuinely dislike, and it's so heartbreaking when your family don't understand.
Yeah.
Or even if they don't understand, support it, because God gave me the vision. And if he gave me the vision, that means that
or even the minimal success that you have in that lane, or just like I said, like just in music, we have probably maybe 4 to 5, and then it's like, you know, a couple of youth in our family growing up trying to rap, and it's like, okay, who got the bread? Who got the money to put up for this? You know what I mean? But it's like, that's cool, or we could just design that. But then my sister, and she a nurse, and it's like they trying to build their own healthcare center. And it's like, okay, that way people could work in healthcare, and whoever got a daycare could put it under this. And just combine everything to where it kind of makes sense. I mean, I think that's the hard conversation, how to combine the ideas, or, you know, you doing this over there, we doing this over there. How, business structure wise, how can we combine this? And that's the lack of information that we don't have. Like
that's a fact.
How can you structure this family into a business?
That's a fact. We got to go to break to pay some bills. Do not touch that dial. 101.7 The Truth.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like, it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age, everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler Digi Mech. We are live and direct at the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of beautiful downtown Milwaukee. Mech, what we talking?
Generational wealth. It almost got me at a tipping point with my family.
Yeah, no, same here. I feel you. The legacy, it's so frustrating and heartbreaking to know that legacy isn't as important to other people inside of who's a part of your legacy. Like, how do you not understand how this benefits us all? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then if I go and reach out to, like you were saying, if I go and reach out to someone else that's not a part of the legacy or my family to assist because they're more equipped and ready, then you're going to feel away instead of getting prepared. So when you have someone in your family who specializes in something and you see them building, get up off your ass.
It's too much individualism, though.
It is. It is. Everybody is subjective.
I mean, but it's do what's best for you. You know, it's too much of that culture right now. Do what's best for you. If you don't want to do it, don't do it.
Yes.
Stuff like that. And it's like, look, that's why we all struggling, because we all trying to go separate way, do it on our own.
Yep.
Instead of we could just figure something out
together.
Yeah, you know, some of it might be not what you ideally want to do.
This is how.
But you'll be able to do what you want to do.
This is how other races are able to succeed because, for example, you have a construction company and your son you train your son up to be a construction worker. You train your daughter up to be the underwriter. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a part in it. Even if it's not the same lane, somehow, some way, everybody is involved. And I think now with families, again, to your point, it's all about what they have going on. Because it really be a lot of secret competitions. It'd be a lot of secret competitions. It'd be a lot of resentment. It'd be a lot of petty stuff that gets in the way of coming together to build that generational wealth. There is no reason why us as a people, we should not have more when it comes to passing things down in our families. I just feel like a lot of us have dropped the ball. And then complain when somebody passed away and don't leave nothing behind. What was they supposed to leave behind? They worked a 9 to 5, they whole life retired, and guess what? That's it. Mm-hmm. They didn't even have an opportunity to leave anything behind because nobody got in position. Who is getting in position so that they can continue the generational wealth? Are we in position?
Yeah. At this point, I think it's a lot of positioning going around, like within families. It's people that got stuff established or whatnot, and if you might have a wealthy family member, granddad or uncle or auntie, or even your cousin or somebody that came across some money.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Your mom, somebody got it in your family.
But we all got that one in the family who ain't gonna give you nothing. That one auntie, uncle, the rich auntie, the rich uncle, somebody, you gotta beg just to get anything. Not talking about the people who burn it up.
Is it trust? Do they trust you?
That
with
part.
They paper?
That part.
I mean, but it's still, like I said, it's the business part of it, because the most of the time the person who make the money is good, is well off, is in business.
Yeah. So
where they know what it takes. Can you scale your idea?
So to the people who, oftentimes when I see documentaries about celebrities, athletes, entertainers, and how some of them go broke because they consistently spend all of their money and earnings on taking care of their family instead of building generational wealth. Yeah. If you have millions and millions of dollars, what good does it do for you to go and pay somebody's house off and buy them this car and buy all of these material things, but you didn't send not one person to college? You didn't send not one person to school for business to open up a business and run it. Make it make sense. Shout out to the chat. Madi said, my brothers don't support my business, but got their hands out. Mile the Elephant says, well, with gas prices going up, I can guarantee no generational wealth can be built with price of good risings on a constant basis. The inflation. I mean, again, the generational wealth piece, wealth isn't necessarily just financial, it can be other things as well. But if we're talking, if we're talking financial, I still think it goes back to the conversation we had yesterday. At what point do we stop depending on the government and everything else to be, successful? And that's not for everybody. I understand that it's hard out here. But again, we have to have something. Like, we spend so much money on food, on liquor, on, activity, having a good time. We spend so much money having a good time.
I mean, I can't even lie.
I'm guilty of it.
I can't even lie.
But I'm still building generational wealth at the same time, though.
You trying to, yeah. You trying to, and at the same time, everybody having fun. And that's what you're supposed to do. Some part of it, you're supposed to kind of like think of it when you're not on this earth. And 99% of the time, we thinking about when we on this earth.
That's a fact. But don't have it so much fun to the point where, because there's a lot of people, the reason why they don't have generational wealth is because they live in the moment. I'm living in the moment. Tomorrow's not promised. I'm gonna spend all this money
but that's
today.
What I'm saying. Like I'm worried about what's happening while I'm on this earth.
On this earth, and not when I'm gone.
Because why I'm worried?
Because you have children. You have a family.
But that's why you want to set it up so you don't have to worry.
But that's what I'm saying. Instead of utilizing your resources to just live in the moment, it's okay with enjoying life, but have some discipline so that you can have something set up afterwards too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's many people that be out here balling out of control. They should not be having no GoFundMes for their funerals.
What?
Period. Like, I don't care how you put it. I don't care. That is the truth. If you have you got money for this, you got money for all these wigs, you know what I'm saying? All these Birkins and all this other stuff, but you can't even, your loved ones can't bury you. Make it make sense.
Can you help me?
Can you help me?
I mean, I done heard plenty of stories. People dying, you know, they can't afford to, what's the name? You know, the street person in the family got to pitch in from the street money they getting. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because they got it right now. That's the only person that got 10,000 on them.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? But then it's somebody in the family that got maybe 50 in the bank that done worked their life to get it. They ain't finna give up nothing. They work for it. Y'all might as well call Jim.
And ask him.
Yeah, he got it.
That's who you was with 24/7 anyways, right? Man, listen. I don't know, Meech. We're gonna have to do something, some type of event where we can, you know, put the people in it and let's get this generational wealth popping. You know what I'm saying? And I think now it's safe to say that if you don't have a great relationship with your family or a big family, you know, whoever your tribe is, whatever your tribe is, whoever your support system is, just build, man. Just build so that we can have something. We need something.
I mean, Juneteenth.
Juneteenth?
Yeah, Milwaukee's Juneteenth celebration is back. And 101.7 The Truth will be there all day long. Thank you to our Juneteenth partners, Educators Credit Union, Mosin Coors. How you say that? Tayback Law, American Family Insurance, and Milwaukee College Prep for helping us celebrate freedom, heritage, education, and community. Join us on King Drive for one of Milwaukee's most cherished traditions, brought to you by our sponsors and 101.7 The Truth. Thank y'all.
Yes, indeed.
We're gonna have a ball that day.
Yes, indeed. Marty said, let the weed man bury him. For real, for real.
That's basically what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Don't, man. Listen, my children, everything I do is to make sure that they have while I'm here and when I'm not here. Not even just my children. Like, I really, really take pride in my legacy. Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. always told me legacy is more important than life.
I mean, but it's another way you could build generational wealth, not just through you, but you could build it like through your kids right now by having them get involved
exactly
in some, you know.
Yep. Have them build their businesses.
Yeah, you can start building on the kids' businesses and their ideas.
Yeah.
You know, right now, you know, some people put stuff, you know, in their kids' names. Some people name stuff after the business after their kids, you know, food trucks or whatnot. But I think, you know, that's probably a good route too if you're unsure how, you know, probably just
start there.
Put it in your kids. That way they, you know, that way what they doing now, maybe they'll be interested going forward. But at least you can start something right now that you at least invested in that you know like help. Later. You know what I mean? Even if it's not giving you monetary value right away.
So there's a process. We're gonna talk about this whole process when we get back of what needs to happen. We got to go to break to pay some bills. Do not touch that dial. It's your girl Jazz Tyler, DG Meech, 101.7 The Truth.
Doctors Without Borders is delivering life-saving medical care where it's needed most in communities around the world. From bandaging war-wounded patients in Sudan to providing clean drinking water in Haiti, we're in more than 70 countries worldwide, bringing patients from sick to recovering, from emergency to aid, from crisis to care. This life-saving care is made possible by a global movement of supporters like you. Thank you.
Mommy, can I sit in the front seat just this one time? Please, please, please.
No, not yet.
But why?
Because I love you, and you're just not ready yet. Now, get in the back so I can get you in your car seat, please.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love. Check that your kids are in the right seat at NHTSA.gov/the right seat. Love protects. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
For 250 years, our armed forces have bravely served America. Wounded Warrior Project honors that legacy by supporting post-9/11 service members and veterans like Anthony, a Marine who was injured by a roadside bomb in Afghanistan.
They carried me through my injuries, not just my physical, but my mental. And seeing other vets doing the same thing helped me tell myself, hey, you can do this.
Join us in honoring warriors at woundedwarriorproject.org/America.
In the United States, a vehicle is stolen every 31 seconds, about as long as this message. Luckily, you can take a few easy steps to protect your car in the same amount of time. Remove your valuables, roll up your windows, don't leave your car running unattended, lock your doors, and take your keys or fob. If you have information about a crime, call the police. If you suspect insurance fraud, also call 800-TEL-NICB. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
I always had to be so good, no one could ignore me. Carve my path with data and drive. But some people only see who I am on paper. The paper ceiling, the limitations from degree screens to stereotypes that are holding back over 70 million stars. Workers skilled through alternative routes, rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time for skills to speak for themselves. Find resources for breaking through barriers at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler. American Family Insurance is a proud sponsor of The Truth. For almost 100 years, they've been committed to helping families protect what matters most: your home, your vehicle, and the dreams you are building every single day. If you are a part of The Truth audience, you already know you work hard for yours. That's why having the right protection in place matters. American Family helps you stay ready for whatever life brings so you can focus on moving forward. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly with American Family Insurance. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway in Madison, Wisconsin. Meech, what's the word?
What's the word?
We talking legacy, generational wealth, breaking generational cycles.
My generation is broken, my family.
See, okay. Now,
including me.
To that point, right? When you are starting, based off the conversation we just had about this, I was processing this in my mind as far as what advice we can give, not just to ourselves, but the listeners as well, on how to even, like, where to start. Because I feel like this is something that we don't talk about in the community often. It needs to start with a conversation first.
Yeah, I mean,
find somebody in your family house, whoever it is, that it's always one person who house you go over, they cooking, every Sunday, whatever the case may be. Whatever y'all thing is as a family, y'all need to meet, sit down, and have that conversation. Figure out who in the family it makes the most sense for them and their vision to get behind. And it don't have to be just one person, but like, y'all got to put your egos aside.
There got to be a sensible,
for real,
drug-free, liquor-free conversation.
Money management, that part. So no spades, no unos, no Jenga, no music, no bag, no none of that.
Come on now.
Sober conversation, a serious conversation. And
because mine's turned into like, I ain't seen you in a minute, cuz. This and that, cuz. What's up, cuz? What's happening, cuz? Tell me what you got going on, cuz.
Don't it always?
I mean, like, yeah. I mean, even though we trying to sit there and see what everybody got going on that we could put on the table.
Yeah.
It got to be in like everybody catching up.
Yeah.
It got to be in side conversations.
And then when liquor and drugs are involved, then, Nobody can hold them accountable
Nobody
because they
gonna
gonna be like,
remember what happened.
yeah. Oh, I said that. I said I was gonna give you how much?
100 G's.
Man, listen, I don't even remember. I was wasted.
100,000. I don't even got 100,000.
I ain't even got 100,000. You know, but there needs to be conversations had, and there needs to be ego set aside, pride set aside. No one needs to operate in a subjective manner because it's not the you show. It's about the family. And once you determine who that person is, everybody needs to sit through their assets and figure out who is good at money managing. If you aren't good at that, you should not be volunteering to do anything with money. Period. You know, some people like to put themselves in positions just to be able to say they doing something or, you know, to feel a way. But it's like, think logical. Get the person that's already in this lane. Why would I ask Uncle Harry to, you know what I'm saying?
He on his way out.
He been stealing money from grandmama dresser his whole life, and you don't want him to be over the family planning because he's the eldest.
He in the business to even know what we doing.
Come on now.
He can mess it up.
You know, have those conversations, right? Then you start looking at the trust piece for your own individual family, your children. Obtain that trust, the insurance, business. Who's going to go to college for business? Be strategic. Don't just say, oh, my children I never went to college, so my children are going. Well, whatever they're majoring is, does it benefit the family's generational wealth and legacy?
Yeah, we started with a family fee. It costs to live in this family now.
Come on now.
It costs to live in this family.
It costs.
Because we trying to go somewhere.
Yes. Yep.
Cruise or
and
something.
If you ain't got nothing on it, you ain't getting no parts. You got to move around, period.
It costs to live in this family.
Yeah. Yep. Everybody should be pitching in towards whoever it is who has the vision.
Yeah, let's start off with $25 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Between the 10, 15 of us.
Yep.
You know, that's a couple $100 a month for a year. Let's do that for a year.
Yes.
And then we could just conversate from there. At least we have some money to start the business if we don't already have one.
That part. And again, so to the point, it's so important for everybody to be involved because it's cheaper. If there's 15 to 50 of us and we all pitch in, it's not going to be a heavy load or a burden on one person.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has to pitch in somehow, some way. But not only that, make an effort to pitch in. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, there's no reason.
And paperwork. Put some names got to be put on the paper for who in charge of what.
Be strategic about it.
Have Big Mama sign off on it.
Yep.
Because if you go past that signature, you wrong.
Exactly. You dead wrong. You dead wrong. Yeah, we have to start somewhere, and I think those are, you know, some great pointers on where to start. If you aren't sure on what it is that needs to happen, man, sit down and talk to the young ones. You know, they're the ones that's going to be running the family business. Train them up. Give them the correct knowledge and information. Mao the Elephant says, how many Black generational wealth do you know with a worldwide reputation outside of the U.S.? Not a lot? Mm-mm. Or more than the U.S.?
It might be.
I don't know. Based off of, you know, looking around here, you do have a lot of Black and brown families who have generational wealth, but you have so much more who don't have any idea of what that is or where to start.
I mean, I'm thinking of like the guys who like own the sugar cane,
mm-hmm.
the beans, stuff like that.
Not a liquor store.
They own oil. You know what I mean?
Not a liquor store,
You know what I mean? They fabrics. You know, they over there cooking up fabrics, stuff like that. Just like even though in the U.S. it's like who own machinery? Who Black that you know that's like got a company that's making the machinery for these companies?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to research that.
You'll go in these warehouses.
Yeah. And who owns it?
They making these paper plates and using these big old machines. You need machine operators. Like who? Like what? Is it a Black company that makes machines?
Owns? That's a great question.
But then you need people to go into engineer in your family. You need, other aspects to develop.
So let's talk about the last name. That's a part of the legacy. That last name. There was a point in time where, well, I know for us, even now, but growing up, we addressed everybody in the community, in the neighborhood, by their first and last name. That's how you knew who they were, who their parents and family were.
Yeah, what family is part of.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think that still holds weight to this day? Like, is it as important?
If you build it that way, just like think of Kanye. They all Wests.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it's coming out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you think of Northwest and all his kids, you thinking of his legacy.
Right.
You know what I mean? That he could have went Kardashian, but that legacy already built.
Yeah.
So it's like, the last name still matters.
To me, it's important because when you look back, so I've done Ancestry, not the DNA part. That's so weird to me, like sending a random company my DNA. But just looking back at the family tree and how it's so, obviously people get married, they marry into families and things of that nature. But it becomes a lot when there's so many different names. You don't know who is who's related to who. And then I think that kind of divides the legacy as well.
Names, Jones
exactly.
Washington.
Like, which one is you?
Jones Washington.
Which one is you? Pick one. No, but I think the last name is it doesn't hold as much weight as it used to when we were growing up, but I still think that it's something we should bring back. The importance of family names.
Okay, look, Jordans. Now you know that name. Somebody say Jordan.
What might he say? Jordan is wealth for generations.
Yeah. Jasmine West said, I'm still trying to figure out if I'm ready to Kanye.
I know that's right, Jasmine. Going on over there to Chi-Town. Go find your long lost cousin. For real.
But just knowing where the last name came from is still trying to figure out like
that part.
Them slaves, slave masters, and the names was about what you really done.
So then that question,
in the family.
Now I pose this question then. So is last names really important if it didn't derive from us? Because technically we're carrying on someone else's last name.
Yeah, I mean, my last name Harper. So I always used to think like, okay, if they was a harp player, this is music.
That was
like,
their name.
Yeah. Like, is that's what I'm supposed to be doing?
Right.
So I mean, I made that correlation, that stupid thought in my head.
No, that makes sense.
I'm just saying, like, because you don't. I mean, at the end of the day, you still don't know.
Yeah.
Unless you do the lineage check or you ask great grandma, and the stories is like we said. If people pass down the traditions of the stories, for you to learn about, so that way you can tell your kids. Because right now, it's some stuff I can't even
tell them.
My kids ain't not paying attention to what's going on like that. You could be like, yeah, this your auntie. They gonna look
like
and go on play Roblox.
Yeah. Their mama like, your cousin Lara. Who?
Yeah, at that
Jenny
May.
May?
I'm lost.
I don't know who that woman is.
I'll be lost.
Yeah,
that's
your third cousin on your that's your grandma, brother, daughter, uncle, sister,
we go down
third
south.
cousin.
If you're not coming to the consistent down south, I don't know who.
No,
you is.
I know that's right.
If you're not consistently down south, I know names, faces.
Yeah,
I'm getting older. I don't know who these people be in my family sometimes. Like,
I'm about to call out all of my siblings: Tanya, Paige, Chris, Lorenzo, Lisa, Terry, Duran, Lance, Pumpkin, Squeaky, Trina, Nicole, Carmen, Nene, Bruh, Abion. I think I named everybody.
Who got more kids, your daddy or your mama?
My dad. We all need to get together and figure out this generational wealth piece. Even the ones that don't like each other. So what? You'll be all right.
That's part of it. Everybody, people have different mamas, different dads in the same family.
Yeah.
And different
but the
views.
dad carries.
Yeah, but it depends on what your dad was, people, baby moms and other people's moms.
But that's when they're younger. When you are an adult, you have the knowledge and the maturity to look past that and say, this is what we can do, right? This is what will work. This is what I'm great at. This is what you're great at. Let's figure out how to put that together, because honestly, whether it's the same father or same mother, siblings stick together regardless. You know what I mean? And
even if y'all got
it's nothing like a
last
sibling.
names?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, yeah, I know.
My dad, one of my dad's daughters, Trina. That's my mama. That's my second mama.
Have y'all ever made fun of each other? Like you ain't a Tyler.
Oh, I know.
We do that. We do that.
Like you adopted.
Yeah, you ain't
Who
a Harper.
kid is you?
You ain't a Harper. Harper's act certain way.
No, I'm gonna tell you something. We all know by the nose. If you ain't got the nose, I don't know. It's a little questionable. We got to go to break to pay some bills. We want to hear from you. We are talking generational wealth, breaking generational cycles and legacy. 833-212-1017. Do not touch that dial. We will be back. 101.7 The Truth.
I'm Chris Jackamick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jackamick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
'Cause remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can, and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions to veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative, and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day, when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler Digi Meech. We are live at the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of beautiful downtown Milwaukee. Meech, what's the word?
What's the word?
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Madi, Mao the Elephant, Jasmine West. Jasmine West says, I grew up in the church and I addressed most by the last name. My parents raised me on how to properly address people. That's a part of my legacy. That's how we grew up too. We grew up knowing everybody by their last names. Mao the Elephant says, we invented everything, but they got the copyright. The greatest invention ever. That is a fact. Jasmine West says, unfortunately, we don't. However, doesn't mean we can't in the future. There's a fire of resilience brewing amongst us. I agree.
Now your legacy is on social media. You is referred to as your social media handle.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's even weird, like thinking about the fact that we don't have. Well, our family still does, but photo albums because everything is on the phones.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that's better than just like, okay, the only photos you got is like just a few in a little album.
Yeah.
Everybody got thousands of photos on their phone, so. But the type of photos that used to be in that album, you don't have on your phone.
I'm telling you, it's different. Everything is different.
Because I got a box.
We still have, I don't think my grandmother's house had it anymore, but we still, up until about 3 years ago, had the photo albums from the 50s. Like the actual photo album and the actual pictures. So that we do have. We have a great history of keeping track of all of that stuff. And for the most part, our family, other than our family in New Orleans, in Texas, in California, we all communicate, you know, and have our little gatherings. But again, you know, my call to action today is for you to hold your family accountable. Hit them up, sit down and have a conversation. Not a drunk conversation, not a high conversation, not a spades conversation, but a real conversation about generational wealth. Who is going to be the person in your family to carry the legacy? Whether or not they have it, the goal is to get everybody on deck, everybody on board so that you can build something.
Yeah, by the end of the day, we should have something for you.
We should have something for you. We should have something for you. Marty said we invested in twerking.
Hey, I ain't gonna, you know, I done put my few dollars into that.
Oh my gosh. You know what I mean? I done invested a little bit.
I done put my few dollars into that one.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. I done put a couple dollars into it. I ain't gonna lie.
Mao the Elephant says it took China less than a century to compete against colonial power with nothing but their culture on education. Man, again, sit down with your people. Put your differences aside. The state that we are currently in as a people in this country and this world overall, right now is a time where everybody needs to be trying to figure it out, especially with inflation.
Yeah, I played sports and it was like you had to have pride for the name on the back of your jersey.
Yes, that part. That's what I'm saying. Be proud of, like, are we teaching our youth how to be proud of where they come from? We can't if you don't have a legacy. If all you known for is starting mess, you know what I'm saying? Reality TV.
Wearing them flip-flops.
Wearing them flip-flops, twerking online. You know what I mean?
In the comments.
And let's be clear, there are some parents who are okay with their children carrying on them type of legacies. You know what I mean? But we're talking real generational wealth. What are you doing to ensure that your children and your family has?
Yeah, that's survival.
Whatever it is, that is survival.
You know, some people in the hood gotta grow up the way they're growing up just because.
That's how they survive.
That's how they gotta survive. I mean, they probably got thoughts of trying to figure out how to build generational wealth, and they just ain't got the resources or the information.
Yeah. So let's give them the information. You got to get out here and give them the information. What's the importance on family stories? Like growing up, I remember every time it was a holiday or a gathering, all the elders are in the kitchen or in the backyard, you know, having a good time, telling stories, generational stories, right?
It'd be the same story.
It'd be the same every holiday. Like, how many times you gonna reenact what happened in high school when you got into the fight?
I mean, that's dang, homie. In high school,
you was the man, homie. Yeah, going back to that safe space.
Yeah. I mean, but you know, the stories is good. Some of them become, like I said, some of them become bad. People in your family get to knowing, like, oh, that ain't how it went.
Yeah.
Or you don't know what really happened.
Man. Yep, that part. Come on now. Let's talk about it. Happened. Yeah. Like, okay, well, enlighten me. You know? You know, I bow out gracefully.
Man, every time I done heard that, it's been something that's been crazy.
Yeah.
It'd always be them crazy stories between, like I said, my cousin, my auntie, my cousin and his daddy, you know, always so, or cousin to cousin. It always be like, oh my God, don't nobody that was 10, 15 years ago. Like, both of y'all done changed.
Yeah. They got that OB from
everybody
man,
know what
come
happened.
on now.
Everybody know what happened.
Let it go.
Let it go. Or
please.
Here we go. Now we gotta pick up the macaroni off the ground.
That's the generational cycles that we're talking about breaking. We got a caller on the line. Key, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Thank you so much for tapping in with us today. How are you?
I'm good. I love this conversation for sure. Yeah, my wife and I, we literally just started. Well, she did. She did a lot of research. We've been talking about it, but a 529 plan. Have y'all heard of that?
No.
No. So it's like a college saving plan for your baby, and it can turn into retirement if they don't go to college or school. But it's like me and her got hundreds of $1,000s in student loans. So we thinking about like getting off to a good start. Like having our son go to college, have a fund already, pay that off, and then start life. Ain't got to worry about because generation. So it's like now we have a little bit of knowledge. Like, man, you do not want this going into your adult life. And so that's a big topic of conversation that we tap into right now. Best part is people can contribute to it, so we'll just ask for, like, instead of Christmas presents and stuff, like, can you donate $25? Can you donate this for his birthday, et cetera, et cetera. So that's going to be our plan as you get older. So
absolutely. What are some other ways that you and your wife or some other things that you're currently doing to ensure that your children have what they need in order to be successful with this generational wealth?
Man, that's a great question. As we speak, we have this. We've been married for almost 3 years, and we had some trouble figuring out like finances and like how we gonna work together, et cetera. Some stuff didn't work, but we finally came to a point where we have a joint account. Our checks go completely to the account, and we just take out our little fund money for like the remaining 2 weeks, and then the rest of it is to pay down debt faster than possible, like not just minimum payments, so essentially all eyes on it. And then it's a team effort. And people, when people say partner, it's not just like, yes, like your lover, et cetera. It's like partner in life, knocking shit down or stuff down like quicker, and doing it together, having a dedicated focus, really.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Key, for tapping in with us. Madi says, Mother Elephant says, let's start with no more Jordans, luxury brand clothes that are non-black. I was just having a conversation about this with someone earlier about the branding piece and how we are so big on continuing someone else's legacy with the name brands we wear, not even realizing that those are actually family brands.
Family name.
Family names. That is a family name. That is a family brand that has nothing to do with your legacy. And again, I like nice stuff. Let's be clear. But at the same time, why would I spend thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars to support someone else's legacy when I can just create my own? The feeling that your children, your family will get to see that is something that you created. Jasmine West says, yes, the name on the back of those jerseys means the most. I hooped in high school and I was very proud. Family came and watched me play. It was a great feeling, a very, very great feeling. And when you have children, it's a great feeling to see them, with your last name as well. We got to go to break to pay some bills. Do not touch that dial. We want to hear from you. 833-212-1017. Do not forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel. Jazzy and Meech, 101.7 The Truth.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 101.7 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about 4 walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your family's tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative,
and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
Milwaukee is making real progress. 3 straight years of declining traffic deaths, but we're not stopping there. Join the City of Milwaukee's free Vision Zero Summit with AAA and AARP on June 10th. The summit will bring together community members, transportation advocates, and city leaders to advance the goal of zero traffic deaths in Milwaukee. Be part of the movement for safer streets and a safer future. Join us and learn more at milwaukee.gov/vision0.
You can't buy a best friend. You can love them, walk them, pet them, and care for them, whether they want you to or not. You can take a picture or 50. You can fly to the moon, travel the world, or just stay in bed. You can't buy a best friend like that, but you can adopt one. There are millions of pets waiting for a best friend just like you. Help us save them all at bestfriends.org.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way, improving lives so everyone can thrive. Where more people can gain access to health care and nutritious food for their tables. Where more community members can benefit from financial education and get connected to local resources for housing support. And where children are given more chances to reach their full potential. Community is where we find our strength and where we share our hope. United is the way. Visit unitedway.org.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
Milwaukee Black Talk lives here on 101.7 FM and 1510 AM, W269DL Milwaukee, a Milwaukee Black media company.
101.7 The Truth. The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler Digi Meech. We are live and direct at the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of beautiful downtown Milwaukee. Meech, what's the word?
What's the word?
Talk to me. We got some special guests in the building.
Got E2 and Wavy Boy, top producers from Milwaukee,
let's
MPE legends,
go.
industry bound. What's going on?
Yes, indeed.
What's the word?
Man, grateful to have y'all up here. Grateful that y'all are even from the city. Just very excited for y'all to be here. How y'all feeling today? Good.
Come on, man.
I know, right?
These my boys. What's happening?
Right into it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Wavy, I want to start with you, right? First and foremost, I've had the pleasure of seeing your journey from start to finish. I think it's incredible, especially coming from where you come from. I think your dedication is amazing as well. And I don't like to say role model, I say real models, but you're a real model for the generation coming up in the city, right? Can you just tap in a little bit and let us know your upbringing, how you got into music, where you from? What hood you played? I'll just
I'm gonna go through all that. What hood you from? Yo, so I'm Wavy Boy, born and raised Milwaukee, Wisconsin. My hood, Highland Park Projects. So I grew up in Highland Park. So if y'all know about Highland Park,
oh yes, indeed. Shout out to Nuke.
I know what's going on. So yeah, my background in music, man. I started in church. I'm the fourth oldest of 10. My mom and dad are pastors. You know, so y'all know how that go when you PKs.
Yeah, absolutely.
We in church every day.
Yeah.
Almost, you know. So my mom, she played drums, and she used to tour with Sheila E.
First of all, shout out to moms because I love the drums, but that's fire.
Yeah, so she played drums, and she used to play for like the churches when we was growing up, and I picked up the sticks at 2. So I started playing drums at the age of 2. Yeah, at the age of 7, I was leading North Division marching band on snare. You know what I'm saying? At 7, you know. So music has always been around my family. Like my uncles play, her brothers, they play. You know what I'm saying? So
it's genetics.
Yeah, it's in me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely in me. So once I started playing the keyboard, I started playing the keyboard at 12. That's where me and E kind of met each other because our siblings was going to High School of the Arts. And Erica, she used to my big sister, big sister. She used to talk to my brother Josh on the phone a lot. So me and E, the way we started kicking and getting together like that is we used to talk on the phone and trade chords with each other. Yeah. We used to spell the chords.
I mean, that's how you had to do
that's
it.
Fire.
Yeah,
Wasn't
no YouTube, wasn't no nothing back then.
That's fire.
So that's how me and E tapped in into the music, you know. So music has been around the whole time. I didn't go to the arts because they didn't have no basketball team. I really wanted to hoop. You know what I'm saying? So
what high school you went to?
I went to Marshall, and then I went to Hamilton.
Okay. Yeah, as long as it's not tech. I'm just playing. I'm just like, you know, it's the Wildcats, baby. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm a Wildcat and a Pioneer.
We ain't finna take it there, but we gonna take it there. My boy E2, go ahead, Wade.
Yeah, so I was always around the arts, like up at the school, because both of my brothers went there. So I was always around the dopest of the dopest musicians, you know, like DC, Sean Hinton. You know, them guys,
Shout out to Sean.
You know, so I was always around some of the coldest guys in the city that was doing the music. So I had no choice but to, tap all the way in with that.
You know so E2, tell me about your upbringing, man. How you?
Man,
it's
kind of the same. It's kind of the same as Wavy's, man. You know, I'm a PK kid as well. I really got my street smarts from 51st and Center.
Okay.
Shout out to everybody over there.
Uptown.
But I'm from Milwaukee. Man, played the piano in the church, played the drums. The same, pretty much same type of story. I always knew though, if I was gonna make it, in the music business, I had to leave Milwaukee because it wasn't a market here, for music. So, yeah, I don't, and I'm gonna say this because I don't really like talking about myself. You know what I'm saying?
But,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really like putting everybody else on and putting the spotlight on everybody else. But as far as me,
I would say, I'm one of the top producers to come out the city.
Hold on. Wait, hold on 1 second. I need you to say that again, but I need you to say it like you know it.
Yeah,
like we not being humbled around here.
I'm gonna say I'm one of the best, you know what I mean, to come out the city, man.
There we go.
We did a lot of hit records. Shout out to Rico Love.
Shout out Rico.
Shout out Chad. Man, where would I be without C-Note?
Yeah.
Yes,
Look,
indeed.
He texting me now.
He gonna be up here next week. Shout out to Chad.
Yeah, shout out C-Note. Shout out my business partner Earl. I couldn't have did it without E-Hood. He stay in Denver now with his pops. But yeah, that was.
Let us know some of the records y'all produced.
We did Boyfriend Number 2. Shout out Pleasure P. He'll be here July 17th for Wavy Boys Red and White Party celebrating his 40th. Boyfriend Number 2, we did man, you taking me back now. Ball, T.I. and Lil Wayne. We did 4AM, Melanie Fiona. Odio by Romeo Santos and Drake. That was my first Drake placement. Man,
a lot of records.
We did a lot of them. I can't even think of Nicki Minaj and French Montana. I actually wrote I Ain't Worried About Nothing.
Yeah.
By French Montana. Shout out to French, man. But yeah, we had a lot of success, man. We had a lot of success, and now, we working on MJ. You know what I mean? It's our artist that we brought here. You know what I mean? We'll get into that.
Yeah.
But we've been lacing him up, man, with no skips, man. I'm talking about
straight play.
This project gonna be one for the books, man. And it's one of the projects I'm most excited about because it's the most creative control I've ever had.
Yeah.
Without having to, you know what I mean, listen to an A&R or CEO or you know what I mean, something like that. So yeah,
So wait, what excites you about building this with E2?
Hold on 1 second. MJ.
Okay.
You gotta introduce yourself.
I'm saying we're gonna get there.
I was just waiting my turn, you know what I mean? So I'm MJ. I'm here. I'm from the city. I'm MJ. I'm from the city here, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I left very young. As soon as I graduated, I got up out of here doing the same thing as E, pursuing my music career. I had a deal at 15 years old, so I left the city and pursued that, and been on a journey ever since. I grew up. Me and Dub. We grew up together. Since we was kids, marching and stepping together since we was in elementary school, middle school. Me and E, we met through Rico Love. That's how we tapped in with each other. So this has been over a decade and, double digits. Decades, even with Wave. So, us all coming back together and doing music and getting out here and really creating something and being passionate about what we're doing. We really having a good time. We having fun because it's a lot of memories. What we're doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so
How does it feel to be back home?
Man, all my family is at home. I love coming home. I stayed away for a long time and didn't come back to the city. When you're chasing your dreams and, I felt like it wasn't nothing here in the city for me. And I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to be a little bit transparent. I kind of got lost, being out there. Being lost as far as you forget that family is the most important thing to you.
Facts.
So when I was out there chasing my dreams, I felt like I couldn't come back to the city until I accomplished the things that I wanted to accomplish, or what was the purpose of coming back.
Yeah.
But, through your ups and downs, you forget and you stay away. And, I'm just at the point in my life and at my age, it's just like, family is everything. And my brothers and my family is pushing me through and really getting me to the next level where I want to be.
Absolutely. Well, welcome back home. Mech.
Yeah, so for all y'all, what excites y'all working together on this project?
So what's dope is what's crazy, like MJ just said. I've been on MJ since we was young. You know what I'm saying? And when they left, I was the only one still here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was grinding, watching them like go crazy.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it put a battery in my back like, yo, I gotta go even harder. You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't get up out of here like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they was fortunate to leave. I couldn't go like that. You know what I'm saying? So I had to stay, family, build the church, do all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So I had to be here. So what's so dope about us working now is are all into ourselves now. We know what we bring to the table as a crew. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no yes man in this circle. If it's trash, it's trash.
That's right.
Go to the next joint. You know what I'm saying? Me and E. If y'all know, people that's listening, if y'all know me and E, we do a lot of going back and forth because we don't yes each other. If it's weak, it's weak, bro.
Yeah.
Like, go to the next joint. Like, or let's figure out how we gonna make this joint tight. You know what I'm saying? So that's the dopest part about working with these bros right here. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen where they came from and they seen where I come from. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes it dope to me.
Absolutely. We got to go to break to pay some bills. Do not touch that dial. We got Wavy Boy, E2, and MJ in the building. 101.7 The Truth.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
Are people around me safe when I vape? Science does not support that belief. Exhaled vape emissions linger in the air, affecting indoor air quality and bystanders in the same space through secondhand exposure. Vaping emissions can also accumulate on clothes, hair, dust, and furniture, leading to exposure risks to bystanders of all ages. And vaping around a pregnant person can lead to serious health impacts on fetal and childhood development. Enough with the puff. Learn more at ul.org/vaping.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Don't act like that. Don't wear that. Don't think that. I've heard everything you tell yourself every time you felt different. And I want you to know that you can be vulnerable and powerful. That taking care of your mind is taking care of everyone you love and who loves you. Love your mind. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler Digi Meech. We are live and direct at 3rd Street Market Hall. Got some special guests in the building. Meech, what's the word?
What's the word? We got E2 and Wavy Boy in the building. So it's a group name or what?
No. We just brothers working, bro.
Yeah, E2 and Wavy Boy.
Yeah, E2 and Wavy.
Shout out E Hood. Any shout outs y'all got right now?
Man, shout out to July 17th show that's going to be at the rave, man. Y'all go get y'all tickets while y'all can.
Let's talk about the Red and White Party.
So the Red and White Party, man, I was actually going to do something small for my 40th.
Yeah.
And I hollered at P. He was like, yeah, most definitely, I'm going to knock it out for you. Then I hollered at Clef. Clef was like, man, he ain't never performed in Milwaukee.
So Clef is...
He's coming.
Wyclef?
Sure. Yeah.
For the first
That's
time
my big
ever
brother, man.
performing in Milwaukee for the first time ever.
Wow.
So he'll be here live, man. I got MJ performing. I got Jarvis Red, country artist.
I like Jarvis.
Everybody I didn't work with and produce pretty much is gonna be performing. So like Mike Shane, that's
my
homie.
cousin. Shout out Mike.
Mike, he performing. Wavy D and Gas, man, and my little brothers. Jake and Dan, they gonna be performing. It's gonna be a lit night, dog. Like honestly, like a lot of the homies from LA, a lot of the homies from New York.
Yeah,
it's gonna be star-studded. People was popping up. Like,
this is what you want to put together when you do your 40th.
Yeah.
Facts. I'm jealous a little
They
bit.
talked me out of doing it on a smaller scale because I was just gonna do close friends and family. They was like, nah.
No, you wavy boy.
You gotta do it big.
I mean, cause
not for your 40.
When is the event? When is it and where is it again?
July 17th at
It's
the
that
Rave.
Friday.
How can
July
people
17th.
purchase tickets?
Go to the Rave the website.
Okay.
And then get the tickets. I wish they would have put tickets in my hand because I would have been out there
for
going
real.
crazy.
Yeah, we probably end up having like 200 tickets for physical sales, but
Y'all got to get us some up here at the station.
No, for
most
sure.
definitely. Most
And then
definitely.
for the artists that's listening, I got like 5 slots that I'm gonna do.
Okay, Jazz.
So if
First of all, I don't do that, bitch.
if you want to open up, if you want to be a part of
Right.
the show,
Where the button at, Zach?
you gotta go. What it's called? E2. Go to
E2
live right now. Go to WavyBoy _B
on Instagram. Yeah,
Send me your music, man. We will vet the music out, and if y'all make the cut, y'all be opening up.
Also, it's free slots in a sense. Just
Not free, but once we go through listening to the music and see what we like, because it's gonna be a lot of people in the
Milwaukee
building.
A lot of submissions.
we making a good impression.
Chicago.
That's what we want to do.
Racing coming out.
Is there a certain or specific type of genre that can, or anybody can audition?
Anybody. Like I said, I got R&B, I got country, I got trap. You know what I'm saying? Reggae, Southern Soul.
Okay.
All that.
Okay,
So,
Jazz,
it don't matter.
I'm not talking about me. Don't listen to him, y'all.
Hey,
Me
Jazz,
trolling.
You artist?
Yeah.
I'm not no artist.
She got her first verse.
He
Her
lying.
first verse coming. She ain't dropped it yet on the air. We finna do it live on the air.
Don't let him gas y'all up. He lying. He lying. So coming from Milwaukee, I am a former artist. Coming from Milwaukee, we know that this city is difficult for creatives. It's not necessarily for us. So what is it about the city that makes you want to come back and pour into the creatives?
For me, it's the talent. It's a lot of talent here, man. Like,
Absolutely.
It's a lot of untapped talent with no hub.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's what essentially like we want to be.
Yeah.
We want to be the hub where people can come and, man, if we could just get over there. If we could just get over there.
Yeah.
You never know. Man, I discovered some amazing artists, and I've tried to get like at least 3 or 4 artists signed.
Man, tell me about it. It's one of mine.
Man, bro, you lead them to the door.
Okay.
And they
Not ready.
Yeah.
They not ready.
Yeah.
They start dodging your calls.
Yeah.
And
It's
it's like,
like
man, all this music and stuff we worked on,
Yeah.
kind of go to waste. But it's definitely the talent here for me. I said I would never come back here.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of other guys we working with said they'll never come back here.
Yeah.
So the fact that I'm here, I know it's like divine intervention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That it's some type of destiny that's supposed to happen here. So I'm just being open to that, and we came up on MJ.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And and a couple of other artists, and a couple of other business deals. So it's been great since I've been back. I can't say, being in Milwaukee is bad. I love this city.
Yeah.
If it could be like this, weather-wise,
Hello.
all year round,
Yeah,
I
it's
would
been
absolutely love it. But
Absolutely.
yeah, it's a lot of untapped potential here, and it's a lot of artists and talent here that just need to be heard.
I just want to tap on that. I think a lot of people from Milwaukee don't understand that you really can make it in the business. Even for myself, like me leaving and getting a music deal, touring with Romeo Santos for years, one of the biggest Latin artists.
Yeah. Shout out Romeo.
Working and being signed to Rico Love.
Yeah.
Now being currently on Love and Hip Hop Miami, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
doing all this work that I've done. Like I've done a lot of things,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? It hasn't been easy, but
Yeah.
I've done it. You can make it. Sometimes you just need the right person to push you in the right direction and tell you what it is you need to do.
That's a
so
fact.
you can use your gift.
That's a fact.
And Milwaukee got a lot of talent.
We do. And it's,
Yeah.
I feel like compared to when I used to run in the A, like 2010, 2011, then compared to now, as far as that industry and this industry, the city is better. They've built more. They're more youthful. They're serving to creatives a little bit better. But I feel like we are still a little bit behind. And I think the reason is because of exactly what you said. When you leave, you don't want to come back. You don't want to come back primarily because the people at the crib never support you first. And it makes it difficult. So congrats to y'all and big ups to y'all for even coming back and rocking. Because a lot of people don't. I done came back plenty times. This might be my last. I'm back. I'm back.
All right.
Listening party.
Yeah.
I mean, all right.
Oh yeah.
So, MJ, what do you think did you have that Milwaukee missing?
What I have that Milwaukee is missing, somebody to really rep the city.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've traveled all over the world, been everywhere, and I rep my city. And I think that when people see that, okay, there's somebody that's really out there that's repping the city. Oh, he came from my city, and he's doing that. He looked like that. He's doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's really going to open their eyes, and the talent. I got talent just like they got talent.
Yeah.
And I'm really pursuing my dream and doing what I love to do. So, I think that's what they need to see. They need somebody in the physical form right here in the city, coming to the city, tapping in.
Come on now. Didn't we just talk about this last week?
Yeah.
That there is nobody who is physically in the industry that's still here. Right. And those who are, they not really here.
Yeah. Yeah, we chasing the chip. Still.
Yeah, we chasing cuckoo cow ship. That was the debate.
Yeah, my family is here in the city. Everybody know my family.
Yeah.
We take it as far back to Red Snappers.
Yeah.
Pitts Funeral Home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We out here.
Yeah,
so y'all sent me a record.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Tell us about this song.
That's his first single, man. The first single. So he putting out kind of like a double album project.
Mm-hmm.
The first title of the first project is
R&P.
R&P.
That's the R&B side.
Yeah, that's the R&B
R&B
side.
though. You know what I'm talking about?
You know what I'm saying?
And then the second side is gonna be Southern Soul.
Okay.
We haven't came up with a title yet, but
overall, I'm looking towards the program. But
the program,
yeah.
But it's an option.
All right, he just dropped it. Then it's the program.
It's the program.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Ain't nothing bigger than the program.
Bigger than the program.
That's crazy.
You gotta stop thinking small. You gotta think big.
So when y'all think about releasing it?
So we doing a listening party on the 18th at Brownstone.
So y'all got the red and white party?
No. That's this month.
No.
My
June.
Okay.
Yeah, June is the listening party.
It's the listening party.
18th.
Yeah, June 18th.
June 18th at Brownstone. So we will be in the building.
Doors
Everybody
open
come
up
out.
at 7:00.
Is it free? Or
No, it's free. It's free.
Okay.
Everybody come. And we
So
want
y'all got
everybody
two
to pop
events.
up. Yeah, back to back.
That's fire.
Yeah. And MJ will be in there performing. He will be playing the music that me and E2 produced. And Jarvis Red. Shout out to Jarvis. Jarvis did a lot of writing.
Shout out
and,
Jay Red.
Jake Gassman and Dan.
Oh, yeah.
They did a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the team. Like when you hear us talking, these Gassman, Wavy D, Jarvis Red, they behind the scenes going crazy.
Shout out Casey.
That's
I'm in the
fire.
studio with y'all.
Yeah, they
Jarvis
going crazy.
fire though.
Yeah, man, I'm talking about
And his ears
next.
crazy.
We just wrapped up NJ project. We about to do all the promotion
I'm
on that.
coming
And then Jay Red next.
You outside?
I'm
Oh
going
man,
Jarvis Red.
y'all got
messed
Mish
up.
outside,
But
but
go
you
ahead,
just
man.
said that you don't even go out, Mish. You
I go
outside?
in the studio.
All
in the-
right, I'll take
In the
it.
studio.
You
I
ain't
go
trying
in
to
the
produce no
studio.
more?
I'll
I
take
still
it.
see you making beats.
Come on now.
Okay,
That's what I said.
all
I ain't
right,
finna do this
come
without
on,
me.
man.
You out of your damn mind. Come on, Zach. Right. Come on. Let's take a listen to this record.
Yes, sir.
You got it, Zach? Go ahead and introduce.
Yeah. Listen here. We ain't about to be playing them type of games. Cause I already know what it is.
Those ain't my shoes under the bed. Oh. Whoa. Oh. Yeah. Put up quick, didn't text this time. Thought I was surprised you had you on my mind. Lights real low, something's feeling off. Too quiet in here, where you at? Don't hide. Keys at the table, I'm calling your name. No reply, now I'm feeling the way. Walk to the room, heart switching pace. Soon as I look down, yeah, everything changed. Trying to play it cool, but I know what it is. Ain't no way I'm mistaken this. Those ain't my shoes under the bed. Those ain't mine. Got me in my head, overthinking again. But I know I ain't blind. Who been laying where I lay? Who been calling you babe? Whoa, those ain't my shoes under the bed. Don't even try to explain. Whoa, yeah, you been moving different lately. Phone on silent screen, face down daily. Saying you're tired, roll away from me. Now it's making sense, yeah, it's all too crazy. Yeah, got a sin in the air I don't wear. And that size right there, yeah, that ain't fair. Pick 'em up, yeah, I know they ain't mine. Now you got me questioning all this time. Tryna play it cool, but I know what it is. Ain't no way I'm mistaken this. Those ain't my shoes under the bed, yeah. Those ain't mine. Got me in my head, overthinking again. But I know I ain't blind. Who been laying where I lay? Who been calling you babe? Those ain't my shoes under the bed. Don't even try to explain, yeah. Was it worth it? Tell me straight. All them lies just to keep me in place. I gave you time, I gave you space. You gave my spot to somebody else, Lord. Damn. You ain't even gotta say nothing, cause I see it. Those ain't my shoes under the bed. Those ain't mine. Got me in my head, overthinking again. But I know I ain't blind. Who been laying where I lay? Who been calling you babe? Those ain't my shoes under the bed. Don't even try to explain, yeah.
That's an exclusive MJ Wavy Boy E2. Stay tuned. Do not touch that dial. We got to go to break and pay some bills. 101.7 The Truth.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age. Everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Can I sit in the front seat just this one time? Please, please, please.
No, not yet.
But why?
Because I love you, and you're just not ready yet. Now, get in the back so I can get you in your car seat, please.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love. Check that your kids are in the right seat at NHTSA.gov/the right seat. Love protects. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Those ain't my shoes under the bed.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler Digi Meets. We are live and direct. 3rd Street Market Hall in the beautiful downtown Milwaukee. We got MJ in the building.
The word MJ.
Man,
Hey, what's happening? Y'all just heard shoes under the bed. What y'all think about it?
Man, listen, I got a lot to say because I'm trying to understand how she meant, like how she slipped. I don't understand.
Oh, here you
she
go.
wasn't paying attention.
She had too much fun.
She had too much. Man, he blew her out. Blew her back.
Too much fun.
We want to talk about this on Friday.
This is what music is, though. Being creative and like talking about things that people don't normally talk about.
Absolutely.
In a clever way.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I really love this song. You know, we really came up with one.
So walk us through the process of how this song was created.
Exactly what I said. Us sitting in the studio and thinking about things that we've been through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody talking about different things. And shout out to Sid.
Big
Sid
55.
Sid 55, you know
man,
what I
my
mean?
boy.
Sid 55,
He
you know
came
what I
up
mean?
with the concept.
He came up with the concept.
Sid
That's
55.
fire.
He's been through some things.
You already know. He's been through it.
Shout out Sid, man.
So we was like, hey, let's do a song about shoes under the bed, and came up with this concept and actually knocked it out and killed it. You know
That's
what I mean?
fire. What
So-
you say? I wear 13. It's an 8. These ain't my shoes.
or maybe I had the 8 and he had the 13.
Accusation.
No, this record is incredible.
Thank you.
This record is real R&B.
Yes.
It's grown people music.
It is.
And it doesn't sound like anything that's out.
Definitely.
That's what's most exciting. And it doesn't sound like, you wouldn't typically place a song like this or reference it to a Milwaukee, someone who's born from Milwaukee.
Absolutely right.
So, yeah, it's, listen, how can I download it?
Huh?
Is it out? Is it out?
It's
not
shoes
out
under the
yet.
bed.
Oh,
It's
that
not
was
out. That was an
exclusive.
exclusive.
Ah,
That was
come
an
on, man.
exclusive
What
right
we
there.
get all
about?
exclusive
Come
right
on
here on
now.
Tap In.
Yeah, I know we got to
Yeah.
treat y'all special.
Thank
So
you.
if you show up to the listening party on the 18th,
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
18th
June
at
18th.
Brownstone, June 18th, you're going to listen to all the exclusive music that hasn't been released yet.
Got
So
you.
we're going to really have a treat for y'all if y'all show up. And it's free. So
Absolutely.
why not? Show up. Pull
Yeah,
up.
we really want
What
the people to
time?
pick the single.
Yeah.
Got you.
We really,
okay.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why we ain't put no music out yet and did nothing because we want the people to tell us what to do.
Is it 8 p.m.?
And that makes sense.
Doors open up at 7.
Doors open up
Open
at 7.
Okay.
That makes sense. I don't know. Meet you about to pull
Man,
up.
they should have brought some more music so we could have the people
Yeah.
pick it. I'd rather hear some more.
I mean,
I'm
we
coming
got,
to the.
I mean,
I'm
we got
coming.
a
It's
lot
up
of
to
records.
y'all.
Nah,
I
it's
know.
up to y'all. Now we got a lot of them.
We
Oh, we
going.
can.
We got a lot
Let's
of
do
them.
got
it.
some time.
Let's do it.
We got a
Yeah.
lot of records.
Y'all want to stick to the Southern Soul or y'all want to go into the R&B side?
We
I
can
wanna
go whichever
I want
way.
to hear what you think. What you think is that the best that you put out? I mean, y'all put into the studio right now.
With the best?
The one that y'all like. I know.
Okay, hold
Because
on,
you know, as a
hold on,
producer,
hold
you got your favorite, but you don't want the.
It's hard though because it changed every day for us.
Yeah.
See, E listen to the music more than all of us. He rides.
Y'all don't be listening to music.
We
I
don't.
make either.
Yeah,
I got to study what's wrong. Hold on, right there. Could have
For
been
real?
better.
Yeah,
Hold
he
on.
listens to the
I
music
do
all the
it, I
time.
do it different
I'm a
because
student.
I wait a week or two and come back and see if I got the same feel. If anything off, then that's what I'm gonna change.
Oh, yeah. I'm moving on to the next song.
Yeah, I'm
He's
moving on.
still
Yeah.
on the last
He's
song.
still-
Like, oh, we
yeah,
need to do this, we
still
need to do
on.
that.
Yeah.
So,
Bro, he
Dang.
trying to make it perfect, man.
we gon'
I love you for
let
it
y'all.
though.
sound
I love
good,
you
though.
for it though.
That sound good, man.
Yes, indeed.
So this next record, we're going to switch it up a little bit. You know, from Shoes Under the Bed, we going to, what we going to play?
We're going to play Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
Okay.
So we still on the Southern Soul. You're going to be able to
Southern
dance a little bit to
Soul
this one.
side.
Okay, let's get it.
So what's gonna be the difference between the Southern Soul and the R&P?
R&P, he gonna be talking that talk.
I'm going to be talking
R&P.
talk on there.
Southern Soul is more storytelling.
R&P.
And it's more, and it's definitely a lot more R&B,
Yeah.
urban R&B.
Yeah.
As far as the R&B. So Southern Soul was more storytelling, more soulful.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah.
Is this
That's
I
fire.
think the story is kind of resembles like what you've been through?
I've been through something like that, and she might have left her lashes instead of leaving some shoes. Left her eyelashes on the side of the bed.
We were just talking about this too.
They gonna leave something. Now.
They gonna leave something to get you caught up.
Nah.
Y'all be doing it. Y'all know what y'all be doing.
I don't know who y'all is, but I'm leaving with everything I paid for. That spend a night bag.
Just waiting on Zach to load it up real quick.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
y'all got
indeed.
any? Like we said, y'all got any other shout outs y'all want to give up right now?
My sister Shay Johnson.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shay.
Shay be in town for my listening party. Shay Love and Hip Hop. Flavor of Love. Y'all know all the shows.
Yes,
She'll
indeed.
be in town, representing for the city. I love my sister. She support me everything I do. She
Absolutely.
Right here, so I can't wait till she get here.
That's fire.
Yeah, I gotta shout out Cersei, man. Like
Shout
I
out
said,
Cersei.
Cersei,
Got
Crown
all
World.
the big names.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I gotta shout the people who put me on and allowed me to create financial abundance for my family right now. C-Note, Cersei, shout out Rico Love. He doing a listening party on
At Favorites.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's the day party.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a day party at Favors, and then he doing a listening party somewhere. I think
Cigar Lounge.
Cigar Lounge.
Yeah,
Above
yeah,
City Social.
yeah.
Okay.
I think on the 14th.
Shout out
Yeah.
his album dropping on the 26th. I'm glad my brother got back in the studio and got back focused. You know what I mean?
Yes, indeed.
Mental
Yeah.
health is everything, man. You know what I mean? And
his pen game nasty.
Yeah, one of the dopest songwriters of our time.
Yeah.
Like I say that hands down.
And what's his album called again? It's called
Bad Boy.
97
Bad Boy 97 Bad Boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bad Boy.
I was in the studio when he wrote There Goes My Baby for Usher, Motivation for Kelly Rowland,
Yeah.
and Heart Attack for Trey Songz, all in the same session.
Crazy
So I
work.
just, it just expanded my mind, to true craftsmanship of a song. I learned, so I always call it Division I, my industry boot camp.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I seen, Big John. So many executives came. Everybody came to see us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Big John, Will Smith, Jamie Foxx, Brandy. Everybody was coming.
They
you know
came
what I
here
mean?
for my show. Brandy,
Yep,
Brandy
for the showcase.
and
Young Chris.
Young Chris
came.
And Nelly.
Nelly.
And Nelly
Yeah.
came.
Yeah.
When I did my
That's
show. They all came to
Yeah,
support me
they
back
all
then.
came.
That's fire. Shout out to Rico,
We got
man.
so
We
many
big ups.
I remember it I was on Kool-Aid's label. Rest in peace, Kool-Aid. Yeah, I was on a lot of the.
I went to High School of the Arts, so
Okay.
I was in class with Lala.
We had a show at the Miramar Theater. I think I was about 17, and Rico was judging. And then he hit me on MySpace like a year later and was like, come out to the A. But he was like, but why you cussing and talking about bagging it? I was like, I'm from 14th and Burline. I don't know what else I'm supposed to talk about. But no, he let me have it. He did. He let me have it. And I've taken that advice since then, throughout the year. So big shout out to Rico, man, for real.
All right, what's this Pretty Woman?
Pretty Woman.
Yes, sir. Let's get into it.
Another exclusive. Y'all tune in. Pretty Woman.
Yeah. Yeah. This how we gonna do this right here. Pretty woman, it's something you should know. I ain't one of them, baby. I'm him, and that's one thing for sure. Yeah. Pretty woman, it's almost time to go. Ooh, and I got a lot of options, baby. Oh yeah, so don't be moving slow. Yeah. Pretty woman, oh yeah, I need you for sure. Oh yeah, I got a late night plan. Oh yeah, and it's something you can't ignore. Pretty woman, I'ma leave you wanting more. Hey yeah, pretty woman, I want you the most. Hey, pretty woman, I make them crazy, have them beating down my door. Yeah, call. And this joint about to close.
Finish that whiskey, baby.
So put your number in my phone, lock in, and let's go explore. Pretty woman, oh, popping out tonight with a pretty woman. I just need one night. Pretty woman, you such a vibe. Pretty woman, oh, you got me hypnotized. Pretty woman, mesmerized. Pretty woman, oh, pack it up, let's slide. Pretty woman, I know I can't deny. Pretty woman, oh.
101.7 The Truth. Man, another exclusive. Come on, man. We 2-0. We 2-0. Listen, as a woman, as a pretty woman.
Want her over.
I love that song.
Thank you.
I like the other song too. I love that song. But this song, it hit different. It make you want to line dance and make you want to get up and clean your house and make you want to go to a family
Make
reunion.
you feel beautiful.
It does. And and step out with your people, and have a good time. That's I support that record.
Pick one right now. Pick one right now.
It depends on how I'm feeling.
You on the spot.
I can't pick one. Pretty woman.
Hey,
Say less.
Shoes under the bed.
But I like that one too. But Pretty Woman is like it's universal.
Yeah.
You know, it's something that makes you want to get up and dance.
But liking both is a great problem to have.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's what we love.
I do like both of them, but that Pretty Woman hit different for sure.
Yeah, we got fire emojis in the chat. That guitar, they love that guitar.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, this is dope. Like, thank y'all for sharing this with us. First of all, because I think it's real important. So a lot of our base is youth, right? That's what the show was created for. And to Meech's point, a lot of them that we work with, they're stuck in the box. But we know when we were younger, we were kind of stuck in a box too. Right, but we want the listeners, not just the youth. We want Milwaukee to acknowledge the artists and the producers. Like, we are really making records like this, and it's coming from the crib.
Right.
And I'm just excited that we got to hear it first.
Yeah, I mean,
Bingo, I don't know, y'all. You know what I'm saying? They got to step it up a little bit on WNOV.
Yeah,
we got exclusives.
It's really just, the show is really, built for, on my side and my vision for the show is just to kind of highlight the music that we really got going on, give it a different light, and then just the access to the radio that we don't have to be able to promote the music in a way that social media can't do it.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Facts. It's enough work that has been put in for Milwaukee to have our own platform.
Yeah, music sounds different when it's on the radio.
It do. And it hit different too.
Feel different.
It do.
And it pay different.
That part.
When the radio hits now.
Come on now.
We got to go to break to pay some bills. Do not touch that dial. We want to hear from you and get your feedback. 833-212-1017. Jazzy and Meech, tap in.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
For 250 years, our armed forces have bravely served America. Wounded Warrior Project honors that legacy by supporting post-9/11 service members and veterans like Anthony, a Marine who was injured by a roadside bomb in Afghanistan.
They carried me through my injuries, not just my physical, but my mental. And seeing other vets doing the same thing helped me tell myself, hey, you can do this.
Join us in honoring warriors at woundedwarriorproject.org/America.
In the United States, a vehicle is stolen every 31 seconds, about as long as this message. Luckily, you can take a few easy steps to protect your car in the same amount of time. Remove your valuables, roll up your windows, don't leave your car running unattended, lock your doors, and take your keys or fob. If you have information about a crime, call the police. If you suspect insurance fraud, also call 800-TEL-NICB. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
I always had to be so good, no one could ignore me. Carve my path with data and drive. But some people only see who I am on paper. The paper ceiling, the limitations from degree screens to stereotypes that are holding back over 70 million stars. Workers skilled through alternative routes, rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time for skills to speak for themselves. Find resources for breaking through barriers at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakimick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
101.7 The Truth. Jazz Tyler, Digi Meech. We got some special guests in the building. Wavy Boy, E2, MJ.
What up?
Some Milwaukee royalty done stepped in the room, man.
I gotta pay homage to my boys, man.
Absolutely, as you should. I'm trying to get back into this music because what I've heard so far was just like.
That's what I was finna say.
Hello?
Come on now, put it on the spot, Zach.
No.
Let's do it.
We talking about MJ. These records are incredible, and
I couldn't go without you.
Man, listen, sound good. Shout out to the chat. There is a whole bunch of fire emojis and hearts. They are definitely feeling the records. You want to introduce this next record?
We ready?
I'm waiting to load in my email.
Okay, well, you want to? Okay, can you fill us in on how the process?
So this next record, it's a trail ride record. The next record is a trail ride record. It's another Southern Soul. And it's actually called Trail Ride, right? Is that what it
Oh, that's fire.
Trail Ride. So, we on this Southern Soul journey and we trying to touch the people. You know what I mean? Hit them with some great music, great vibes and dancing and kickbacks and four-wheelers and whiskey and all that good stuff. Beautiful women.
All right, let's go.
Sign me up.
So check this out. Trail Ride.
We hit the trail, know we riding clean. Them country girls yelling, wait for me. Got the trail jumping like a trampoline. All them baddies shaking ass like a tambourine. Shaking it like a tambourine. Like I'm chocolate, like a Kit Kat. Break daddy off a piece of that. Flow rider said, get it low. But baby, can you drop it like a 6'4"? Drop it like a 6'4". Shorty, can you drive a stick? Better cuff your girl, cause I hit a lick. Them country girls fine and they hella thick. The ladies popping fast, but baby, can you pop it on me with no hands? I'm in town just to have a good time. Kicking up dust, stepping at the trail ride. The brown girls lit, drinking on that moonshine. Then me and Shorty locked eyes, creeped up on her from behind like, what's your name? Where you from? It don't matter who you hear when I'm no one. Do you bake, baby, cause you got them cakes, baby. I'm down for whatever, let's have some fun. Came all the way from my 94. I'm just a city slicker kicking down southern doors. You say you got here from town to now 55. But baby, is you familiar with 69? Yeah. Smooth like a player, I'm a Mac, baby. Once you hook, you was took, here's a rap, baby. You're just the right height and you're my speed. I'm only here for the night, so what it's gonna be. I'm in town just to have a good time. Kicking up dust, stepping at the trail ride. The brown girls lit, drinking on that moonshine. Then me and Shorty locked eyes, creeped up on her from behind like, what's your name? Where you from? It don't matter who you hear when I'm no one. Do you bake, baby, cause you got them cakes, baby. I'm down for whatever, let's have some fun. What's your name? Where you from? It don't matter who you hear when I'm no one. Do you bake, baby, cause you got them cakes, baby. I'm down for whatever, let's have some fun.
Hold on. We might have to run that back. We might gotta run that back. Listen, we just got another exclusive. How many was that, Meech?
That's 3.
3 in a row.
3 Pete.
3 in a row.
Listen,
Glad I ain't
I'm about to
strike
go
out.
buy. I'm headed to the store to go get some Daisy Dukes, some cowgirl boots, a corset, and a cowgirl hat. We outside, CC? We outside.
CC, what's your name?
Where
you from?
No, that was
Appreciate y'all,
amazing.
man.
That was amazing. That was amazing. What was that process like creating that one? That sounds like a very fun record to make. That boy is good.
When we get together, the type of fun that we have in the studio, like
Yeah.
just creating the ambiance, candles, the music. I mean, the people that's in there, everybody's
Yes.
having a good time. We barbecuing outside. You know, we got
That's
a little whiskey, you know what I'm saying? A little
Yeah,
something.
just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little something, man. The vibes are beautiful, man. It's a lot of storytelling.
Yeah.
You know, we talking about our past, you know, where we want to go, and we just being creative.
But
That's
it's
so
crazy
fire, man.
because if you ever come to the studio with us, you'll be like, how are they working?
And having fun at the same time.
I'm
Yeah.
doing a real truth report on the studio.
Yeah.
And we're going to do Jazz first verse in there.
You know what?
Facts. Let's do it.
Don't pay attention to me. He be trolling. Stop lying to these people. No, but I absolutely love that record. I love all 3. So now
Pick one.
See, I was just gonna say between this and okay, so we're gonna go.
Okay, if you
trail
riding,
riding number 1,
barbecue, or you
Pretty
or,
Woman number 2,
or you at the
and then
Or you
Shoes
catch
Under the
it.
Bed.
Catch it.
And it's
You get caught up.
no favoritism. It's just that the way that the trail ride, I can see it in my head. Like I don't even know if y'all shot a video, but I
No,
see
we
it.
haven't.
I
You
see
got
it
the
in my
exclusive.
head.
This is not out yet.
That's where
Man, listen, that
We ain't even got that far.
I'm ready to turn up.
So what's your 3? Because now we heard it from a beautiful woman. What her 3 is?
I like the Pretty Woman.
Number 1?
No, that was number 2.
No, but
Yeah, what's number one?
What's 1, 2, and 3
Oh,
in
what's
order?
2 and 3?
Yeah. Top 3.
Pretty Woman.
Number 1.
Under the Bed.
And then trail ride.
Then Trail Ride.
Okay. Yeah, trail ride gonna be first for me.
He ain't trying to have them Daisy Dukes and boots on. So you know what I'm saying? Of course he don't want
No,
trail
I
ride.
mean just the way I listen to music, you know.
Yeah.
I mean the Trail Ride is it could be specifically
Well,
for
I'm
that.
gonna be biased anyways, cause ain't nobody leaving no shoes under my bed. You understand?
You sound like my sister.
Ain't nobody leaving no shoes
How she
under
got
my
caught
bed.
up like that?
But I was
Man.
taught to put my keys,
In your
everything in
shoes?
my shoe.
Yeah, that's the old man advice.
That's the
That's
easiest way.
that granddaddy advice.
That's also the easiest way to get robbed.
I'm
It's in a shoe.
No, I mean now that you probably know, but I'm not leaving nothing.
Yeah, get caught like that. Okay.
When it's time to go, I'm grabbing just my shoes. I'm not trying to be
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
girls going in your pocket.
Yeah, she
You know
must
what
have
I'm
knocked
saying?
his
They-
shoes off.
I mean, they be forget. You know, you probably know they don't know. They forget that you put your stuff in your shoes or.
Man, listen, thank y'all so much. Like, genuinely, thank y'all so much for allowing us and our listeners to have that exclusive experience. It's something we never get to do at the
Biko
crib.
said shoes under the bed.
Shoes under the bed.
Yeah.
Told you.
That's what the chat's saying?
Yeah.
That's what Biko said.
Oh,
He in
Biko.
the chat.
That's what Biko said. But yeah, thank you guys so much for pulling up and allowing us to, listen to that. Like, I'm proud, man. I'm proud to be from the crib when I hear stuff like this.
Yeah,
for
man,
real.
come on, man.
No,
They gonna come back
I really
and make some
am.
more hits.
Yes.
When
Yes,
the album
indeed.
drop.
No, we coming back with the same hits.
No,
what you say? Run it back.
Run it
Run
back.
it
When the
back.
album drop.
Before we head out, how can people purchase tickets again for the
July 17th, RWP. Make sure y'all go on the rave. Go on the rave. And you get your tickets from the rave right to their website. Make sure y'all pull up June 18th for MJ's listening party.
Brownstone.
Yes.
Y'all. Please
7 p.m. doors open.
And we
Yes,
still need a
indeed.
sponsorship if 101.7 or Biko
Would like
wanna
to sponsor.
get added to the flyer.
I
for
know
the-
that's right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
We got to
White
talk
party.
about that.
I mean, he all in the chat. Fire.
Yeah, come on, Biko. Where the money?
I got to throw this out there because I hit my 1 million mark in views on
Let's
my
go.
Instagram. I did the remix to spin that. So y'all go check that on my Instagram.
Let's
It's official
go.
MJ. MJ is spelled EMJAY. Official MJ on Instagram.
Let's go. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to all the listeners. We will be live and direct tomorrow, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Got Big Frank tomorrow.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, that's dope. Shout out Big Frank.
Who been calling you, babe? Whoa, those ain't my shoes under the bed. Don't even try to explain. Whoa, yeah.
Milwaukee Black Talk lives here on 101.7 FM and 1510 AM. W269DL Milwaukee, a Milwaukee Black media company.
You asked, and it's back. The original Cubano fan favorite has returned to Cousin Subs. And if you know, you know. It starts with tender pulled pork, our original recipe, and layers in savory ham, Genoa salami, and melty Swiss, grilled together for that hot, craveable bite. Then topped with fresh onions, tomatoes, pickles, and brown mustard and mayo, all on our signature bread. It's the fan favorite you've been waiting for. The Cubano, back at Cousin Subs, but only for a limited time. Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
'Cause remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can.